Woi, what's happening, people? It is not I. What's on the puppy? It is not me. I am the halftime with Vegeta Sama, and I am filling in for Botswana, guys. As I'm sure some of you guys know, he is currently visiting home right now, and yeah, I think the man deserves a little bit of a break. He works hard. You always see him on this channel. So, brother called me up. He said, "Will you step in for me?" I said, "Of course." Problem is, I don't have anything to press. I can't be like, "Whoosh." But yo, what's happening, people? It's been a while. I haven't hosted this since the last one, and yeah, there was a lot of issues with that one. But hopefully, I've learned my mistake today with the Kahoot game. Although I'm seeing Yale wanted a crash out from bots because the last time I watched this and bots was hosting, man crashed out for some reason. Some reason crashed out. Don't know why. It's just a game, and it crashed out. No, but big up people. Happy Friday. Hopefully, we're all getting into the festive season. Sorry, I'm looking that way, even though my camera is here, because I got my screen here. I'm in the lounge. In the lounge. But welcome to the happy hour. And as this is not my channel, people, let's start things the right way. Let's play the intro.
Football Power Hour! Yes, the penalty. Curling it, and maybe just winning it again for Manchester United. He's got that shot!
So what's happening, people? Welcome to the Football Power Hour channel. I am your host, Vegeta Sama. Let me fix that. Like I said, guys, it's not Botswana. Um, he had some urgent stuff to take care of, spending time with the family. So you have me today. We're here for a good time, not a long time, guys. Because when Bots called me, I said, "Listen, bro. Hopefully you guys can hear me, by the way. Listen, bro. I got you. I have an early morning tomorrow. Oh, I thought I did. I had stuff that I needed to do tomorrow. But he needs me to step in. I step in. The boss calls. The boss says, "Hey, I need you to fill in. I need you to be a team player." They say this, boss. But nah, don't worry about it though. Don't worry about it. We're still gonna have the same sort of content. I do have a Kahoot planned. Like I said, the last time I think I got a few things wrong. I said that one of the questions wouldn't have points, and it had points. Then I think one of the answers was wrong. I really tried because I spent some time looking at the answers. And mind you, I only did this today, guys. So don't be angry at me if I do the same things again. I'm learning Kahoot, guys. But just in case I have football bingo on the side, in case you know the other game is going left, back up. But shout outs, guys. Let's get a temperature or a reading of the room, guys. How are you guys doing? How's your Friday? How's the week been? Are you guys on vacation yet? I'm not. I'm still working, unfortunately. I think I've got the long weekend off. Uh, certain artist is in our country this weekend. Going to watch that. So it's gonna be a pretty fun weekend, but not on holidays yet. What's up, doctor? How you doing? How you doing, Stephanie? I see you got Niall. How you doing, Niall? Yale? How you guys doing? Please, guys, remember on your way in, of course, the boss needs to see the statistics. I can't say I had a good show. If you guys don't like the video, subscribe. If you're new, and if you also don't know what Kahoot is, perfect because it means you didn't see what I did the last time, which is fantastic. Um, as per usual, guys, I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody who wants to drop in, feel free. And like I said, as you're pouring in, guys, let us know, where are you from? How's your week been? It's the Friday. Are you grabbing a drink tonight? I'm not drinking. I have a lot of stuff to do in the morning. I can't do it. I can't do it. There's the link for anybody who wants to join in. I always like having a panel. I hope Kenny joins. It might be too late for him. That criminal. I saw what you did, bro. Okay, I was pissed. Yes, was it yesterday? When did we play? Yeah, it was yesterday. Okay, yesterday. You screenshotted my comments. Yes, it's a public platform, and you post them on the WhatsApp group. You criminal. While I'm at work, I see you. Hello, Luan. How you doing? The doctor says it's freezing. Hey, it couldn't be me. You know, people always say, I can't white Christmas. I'm like, yo, keep the cold. If y'all want white Christmas, keep the cold. It's fine. It's warm this side. A little bit too warm though. The rain has been playing hide and seek with us in South Africa. We don't know. Like it sometimes it looks like it's gonna rain and then it says never mind. I don't know. But I don't like cold weather, so you guys can keep the freezing cold. What is the like count saying? Where are the usual like counters? Eh, Luan. Okay. I won't lie. Maybe it's because it's different countries. But like if I'm on public transport, hey, if I'm using my phone, it's in my pocket because I'm not trying to get robbed. Because even if people don't rob you on the actual public transport, it's like the moment you get off, somebody called somebody to tell them about you. Nah. But shout outs to you. I'm gonna assume that most of the people who are in the northern hemisphere are gonna say it's cold because it's freezing. And most of us in the southern hemisphere are gonna say it's hot. And then there's just gonna be people who don't even know what hot or cold is. They either just experience cold or hot during the whole year. And for everybody who was asking, shout outs to the boss, shout outs to bots. No soundboard, no soundboard. And as Riley would say, guys, please like the video, otherwise the 007. And if you don't know what that is, subscribe. It means you're new. That's all it means. It means you're new. Lamar, public transport in Africa is just different. Keep your valuables safe. Yep, hectic. It's real in these streets. I'm not saying like it's bad. I'm just saying it's we grew up with it and it's gotten to a point where even when I'm traveling or when you travel abroad, you almost it's second nature to do that stuff. And then you watch people in those countries just not do that stuff and you're just like, oh, okay. It's safe around here. Like when you're in countries where you can actually just go for a walk at night because that's a thing there. And then it's like after certain hours here, it's like we don't do that. We do not do that here. Like what King Chachala was saying. Shout out to bots again. I hope you're enjoying your time, bro. Like I said, you worked hard the whole year. I hope you're enjoying catching up with the family. I saw mommy was dishing up for you the other day. I was jealous, bro. I was like, hey, home cooked meal for mommy. It's fire. It's fire. But without further ado, guys, we can do this, guys. Let me get up this Kahoot. It's But I don't know. Are you like busy? Are you gonna join in the Kahoot and I'm just running? Are you gonna be with us tonight? That's what we want to know. Because people wanna see you crash out. And you can crash out in the chat. You can say it's a cheat. I always do that on Kenny's streams whenever he invites us to football bingo. And I'm hopeful that I'm gonna win the football bingo. Then I realize, hey, I know nothing, guys. I know nothing. The camera is here. My actual screen is here. I explained. But because you joined late, you don't know. Because I can't interact with the chat and do this. Hello, chat. I can't see you. But this is what they wanted to do. And also, quite frankly, I think the content creator said this before. Looking at the camera kind of feels weird because it feels like I'm talking to myself in the mirror. I don't know if you experience that. It's just weird. I'm not in any danger. Although can I even say that my wife is going to sleep, so it's like there's nobody to tell me, hey, you're going overtime because I do have some stuff to do in the morning. But anyway, let me share my screen. Hopefully, I'm not sharing the screen with answers that would be a disastrous start to the stage. But here we are, people. Hmm. Please, guys, you know what it is. Football Power Hour number 93, guys. What's told me that you guys have never missed this? You know me, I am Mr. Inconsistent. I'm here and there. So I don't know if this is true or not. You guys are gonna have to keep me on this. But another reason why I'm here is to keep the streak going, guys. Like the Undertaker. Is it true, guys? Is it been 93 straight happy hours? It's a lot, guys. That's podcasting numbers if that's true. Because I know that sometimes these streams, especially if you got people like Ronald on the stream, go until like 2 a.m. my time. So if 93 is 93 back to back, kudos. Hey, kudos. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the game. Wow, I almost said that too. Who's Bunda? What a wow. What a wow. This is how you guys know we love what we do, because I was at the office today, had to drive to a company function, got home. I, no, I had dinner at the office function, so I didn't eat dinner. Chilled for a bit, hit the Kahoot, and streamed. So my energy levels are in hell right now. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. Hey, shout out to Q. Come on, guys, please. We know you guys are football gurus, and there's a particularly a big game happening this weekend, guys, which is what this Kahoot will be centered around. A lot of people say today, United fans, they've been here since the beginning, win, lose, or draw. Hey, hey. We're gonna test that knowledge today because today's quiz is specifically around a certain match that's happening this weekend. And if you don't know who we're playing, I can't help you. Just go on Google Man United and you'll see who we're playing. Now, speaking to my people in the community, there's mixed feelings about this weekend. Some people are like, and we'll talk about this, I guess, after the games later on. We'll do a mini preview on the Football Power Hour. Some people are saying, hey, City, the other team that we're playing, pretty vulnerable. Maybe this is a good time to play them. Other people are like, dude, it doesn't matter. And by other people, I mean me. I personally, I watched yesterday's game and I say, City is bad. But if this is us, hey, like I had to use the M word yesterday. That's how terrible it was watching us play. And I know people said that the second half, our strongest team came onto the page. Wada wada. I'm like, guys, I don't see a strongest team. I just see us doing the same thing as per usual, where we play bad and then people will show up in moments. We somehow win a game. Okay. I'm not seeing us playing good football and winning a game or having an effective strategy against an opponent that might be better. I don't see those things on the pitch. And I look at Ruben, and Ruben is just like, look at these guys, bro. I really left what I was doing over there, beating City 4-1 for this. Some people are wondering, is Ineos going to back this guy and actually, get rid of these people? Because somebody said something interesting today when they were like, yeah, it's good that they're talking about getting rid of Rashford and all of that, which is what we want to hear, to be fair, as friends. Me, personally, I'm tired of that guy. But it's like, will it happen? I mean, some people are so tired. I almost switched to Afrikaans. Some people are so tired of Rashford that they want to sell him now in the summer. I mean, not the summer, the winter. It's my summer, your winter. We'll see. We'll see. But this weekend, I don't know, guys. And people will say that the team we're playing, I forget what they call Victoria something. Wow. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. I could just chill here. I'm trying to interact with y'all. I could just chill here. Say less, Q. Man is basically calling me Rashford right now. Saying my performance is moving Rashford esque right now. Ah, Luan, don't tell me you're one of those people who, whenever we bring up selling Rashford, you get defensive now. You know, because some people are saying we can't sell him because he's an academy product. I'm like, what the heck? What does him coming from the academy have to do with keeping or selling him? Shouldn't whether he performs or not determine whether or not we keep? Somebody really called themselves Sir Rashford. Uh, I'm just saying, like, I don't hate Rashford, but I'm like, dude, you're not performing personally. And then somebody tried to counter my Rashford take by saying, yeah, but what about Bruno? I'm like, bro, you realize nobody is performing. Oh, not nobody. Mazraoui is performing, but most of this team isn't performing. It's like these guys saw Dan Ashworth get fired and said, cool. It's like they don't take anything serious. I don't understand. What is it going to take, guys, for these players to take us seriously? It gets to a point where I'm like, do you guys hate us? It feels personal. It feels like they say one thing on social media, they'll have the press stuff, and then on match day, they all come together. You know, when other teams are having huddles and saying, guys, hey, we want to beat them, whatever. These guys come together and say, screw these guys, bro. We're getting paid anyway. Because that's what the performances feel. They feel personal. They feel personal. And you can ask my wife, when I'm watching the games, I get angry as if what they're doing it to me. But these guys don't even know I exist. But it feels like they're like, I'm gonna show him today. How dare he believe in me today? Let him down. Crap football today. So I don't know. That's why I'm like I the whole point of what I was trying to say is I can't see what we're doing and say we're gonna beat City, even though City are terrible. Because people were saying, oh, but they got beat by Juventus. I'm like, I don't understand how that's an argument in the positive for us. I honestly wish we were coming into this with some level of form, so I can feel some level of this team going into the Arsenal game. Yeah, I'm not scared of Arsenal. We gonna beat Arsenal. Arsenal game happened. Oh, do these guys not embarrass? Thank you, Doctor. You know, Doctor, I'm just trying to be an interactive host. Okay, I can't just be sitting here like a robot and just be looking at you guys. Be like, hey guys, welcome to Kahoot. Let's wait for 10 people. By the way, there's 8 of you guys watching, and there's only 4 players, guys. Please join the game. Let's at least out of the 8, let's say 6. Then we start the game. How about that? And then if people join, wait, let me do this for the people who will join. Let's put the code somewhere they can find. Uh, okay, let's hope. Bunda is back. Yes, I said that name. 136 00 36. There we go. And save. So for the people who are joining maybe mid game or you just joined, the Kahoot code is at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to join. Please, guys, we've got 4 people. Let's get 2 more people to join, and then we start the game. Doctor says Scott McTominay was also an academy boy, but he's killing it in Napoli. Facts, Doctor. And here's the difference between whether look, Luan, I know you like Rashford is your boy. The difference between Scott and Rashford for me is the level of professionalism. This guy said, hey, they want to sell me. Cool, bro. If it benefits the club, it is what it is. Allegedly, I don't know. Those are the reports I was reading at the time. And also, people weren't losing their minds to say, hey, we bred and born. You can't sell our own. But Rashford is like he's untouchable. I don't understand. And then people are saying, give him 1 more year to prove or to try. And I'm like, guys, when did Louis Van Gaal manage our team because that's when Marcus made his debut and he's been playing for us ever since. So when you say give him 1 more year, it's kind of sounding Ten Hagish. 1 more year to do what? 1 more year to give you a purple patch, false hope, and then do the same thing that you usually does, which is not perform the next year. Come on, guys. Let's not do that. Are you saying I'm looking like I'm crashing out? It's an interesting take. You. I thought crashing out was losing your marbles over a certain circumstance or instance. I'm just trying to interact with Joe and talk about what is relevant to us because this is primarily, obviously, we talk about United because we're United fans around. So obviously, it's called Football Power Hour, but we're United fans. I'm talking about United because we've got a game this weekend that has a split opinion. With some people thinking we should be able to beat City with the current form, and other people believing, nah, I don't know how we beat them. Rashi can kill it in Italy or France. I agree, but the other problem with players is that some people, and it's not a player thing. Some people are comfortable in their home environment, and I feel like even if they're talented at something, being in an environment that isn't home almost sometimes hurts them. But we will never know until we see him. There's a lot of people who've gone abroad recently from England who are English, and they're doing okay. Some of them have won titles, some of them have won. That's why I'm like, Rashi must come on, guys. Although I did hear a crazy thing. KG said, speaking of KG, he said he's gotten to a point where he doesn't care if Rashi goes to Arsenal. Now, I don't know. How do you guys feel about that as United fans? Rashi, is it like a Welbeck situation where we don't care, or I don't know. Like I want to get rid of him, but I don't know about Arsenal. And then a Chelsea fan said, but look at the players we've given them who've won us stuff that did nothing at Arsenal. I'm like, yeah, I don't know though. I don't know. My point is sell him. Arsenal though, I don't know. 10 people watching. Please, guys. I hope. Let me check the likes. I hope you guys are liking the video. Please, guys. YouTube doesn't know to send this comment to other people's timelines if you're not liking, if you're not subscribing. And please, guys, can we just get two people to join Kahoot? The code is there at the bottom. The code is up here on the screen. I've just put it on the bottom in case we start and then people want to join while we're already in the game. So just two more people and then we start. Simple. If you don't want to hear me yap like Q says I'm doing, enter the game, guys, please. And then we can focus on the game. I'm just checking. Where's Stephanie? She usually checks our like count. What's happening with the likes? Guys, 3 likes when there's 10 people watching. Come on, 87. Let's make it a healthy ratio. 7 likes, guys. I know sometimes you click on a video, you forget. Just click. Like, he will be okay. Look at him. Yeah, I mean that's my point. I mean, like a lot of people have gone over. Guys, who left the game now? Okay, please, guys, 3 people, and then we start the game. I know I'm not bots, guys. I'm not. I can't replace him. I'm just filling in, guys. It's just for. I want to say it's just for this week, but he is on holiday with his family. But it's just for now, guys. Please join. No, Archie, I do agree with you. I'm not saying he'll fail. I'm just saying I worry about Rashford as a person sometimes because I feel like he's almost been coddled at our club. If he leaves, I don't know. But I also want him to leave at the same time because my priorities are with the football club and not individual players. As long as he is not in the EPL, I don't mind. So wait, Doctor, when you say in the EPL, what if he goes to like a Fulham or West Ham if they stay up, or I don't know. I know Forest is doing better than us, but what if he goes to a Nottingham Forest? Brighton. I don't know if Brighton will buy him, but I'm just throwing out clubs there. For me, it's more so if you go to the ops. Like okay, he wouldn't go to. Well, I hope he wouldn't go to Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal though. Arsenal, nah. That I can't be comfortable with sending Rashi to Arsenal. But then again, we gave them Welbeck, who was sort of performing but not good enough for us, and he still did nothing. So I guess there's an I don't know though. Rashford, number 10 at Arsenal. What number is he even gonna wear at Arsenal? Because number 10 is number 10 at Arsenal. Is it Odegaard? Is he wear number 10? So, doctor, you don't want him to stay in the country at all. Like he must go. You won't accept him staying for any other Premier League club. But what if it's the Premier League clubs that give us the money we want? Because that's another factor. People are saying the 40 million is a good price, but we might not get 40. So what if a team comes and says 40? Fulham says, "Hey, we need a Rashford in our team 40." I'm just saying. Some people are considering it, Artem. Is what I'm saying. Let's see. There's only two other teams you will consider, and that's Arsenal or Chelsea. I think I can stomach Chelsea, but not Arsenal. Not Arsenal. You see, if we give Arsenal Rashford, it will be a RVP situation. They will win the league. You reckon he will have the consistency? Because here's the thing: Robin van Persie was already a good striker. He was just a good striker in a bad team. He was still getting the numbers because, if I'm not mistaken, the season before he was the Golden Boot winner in the league, Robin van Persie, when Fergie went and got him. And one of the reasons he joined us was because of the lack of ambition from Arsenal to begin with, and then Sir Alex approaching him. So I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, it's one player was already doing the work. He just happened to be in a team that was the nearly men, whereas we are bad, but Rashi isn't good either. It's not like Rashford is putting up Harry Kane numbers and he just happens to not be winning anything. You feel me? That's the only thing I can say. Yo, doctor, I don't know. Nobody's put up super chat, so I'm not gonna say that word. But yo, doctor came out strong. The doctor came out strong on that one. Flip sake, hang on, guys. Let me. I gotta have my Discord open in the background. 40 million is small, but doctor, that's what they're quoting. Oh, am I reading the wrong reports, guys? The reports I've heard said that Ineos are willing to accept anything in the region of 40. I know in our heads we should be getting 75, 70-ish around there, but maybe they're looking at it as nobody's paying that, bro. Who's okay? Even the 40, doctor. Let's say the 40 is small. Who's paying 40 million for whatever Rashford is right now? Because Rashford right now is hot or cold. You don't know if he's gonna perform or not. He's not doing the bare minimum of putting in the work, and he's still doing the blind alley thing that he was doing as a kid, which we thought if he had good coaches, which even though I wanted the guy gone in Ten Hag and now in Ruben, you're getting good coaches, bro, and he's still doing factory setting Rashford stuff. He hasn't. I don't know. No, even if it's a super chat, I'm not reading that. Then the channel gets I mean, this video gets demonetized. Guys, there's 7 people. All I'm asking for is for 3 other people to just go to kahoot.it, put in this code 1360036, join game, and we start game. And then we're gonna test all knowledge because people talk. Yeah, you say I yeah. There are people who say I know United. When I was going through these questions, even I was like, bro, slow down. Like I didn't trust the answers. I had to go Google. Thank you very much for joining. Mara guys, what are these names? Fit. Fit. I don't even know if I can say some of this stuff, guys. Come on. But thank you for joining. That's the point. I think this game of Kahoot is only about 17 questions long or 16. So it's relatively short enough that if you guys would rather play the bingo, we can do that after here. But I just need two more people to join. Go to kahoot.it, type in the code, and then we start. That's it. Simple things, guys. Don't worry, guys. We're here for a good time, not a long time. And then depending of whether people want to come in or not, we can talk about the game this weekend, starting lineups, score predictions. I think the predictions game is still happening on Football Power Hour. Hopefully, you guys have submitted those. I know I haven't because I said I'm Mr. Inconsistent at the beginning of this video. And Bots knows. Like if he goes through the table, there's so many weeks where it's just nothing, nothing. Then I'll remember and then nothing. But hopefully you guys are playing. Guys, they say you have to listen to your doctors. Listen to thank you. Look at babes. Guys, one more person. One more person, guys. And while you are joining Kahoot on kahoot.it, pin on the screen, please, guys, thank you. You see, thank you, Stephanie. What super administrator counting them. Ah, wait, we've got 10 people, we've got 10 likes. Hey, that's pretty decent. I like this ratio. Doctor, thank you very much for calling in when you call in. When you call in, are you coming with violence? Are you going to be cussing? I just want to be prepared. Do I need to put the R18? Because a part of today is that we can give therapy as well. We can combine happy hour and also the therapy podcast and just make it one thing. You see? No sweat, Luan. Appreciate you being here as per usual. No. Yeah. These are private conversations. Let me not involve myself. Hey, shout out to Lucky, saying Anthony, Santos, Mason Mount, Xerxes, Hoyland want to do small session tomorrow, so we have started. Oh, are they training? Those names though, you put those names and I still don't have confidence. Anthony. I'll say Anthony and it will just invoke the spirit of a certain YouTuber who / my friend. Let me leave Anthony alone. Bigger brush. I know it's not my channel, but I'm here. I'm here. Shout out to you, Mr. B. Where is Bot? Is he stuffing his face again somewhere? Probably, bro. Knowing Bot, man landed in Botswana and the first thing he was handed was a plate. Today I heard noise in the background when he was calling me, so there's probably a plate involved. But no, shout out to Bots, man. He's just enjoying time with his family. He's in his home country. He's at his mom's. I don't know if he's staying there or if he's staying elsewhere, but he's on holiday. I'm just deputizing, guys. Don't worry. This is still Football Power Hour. You'll see Bots will be back. Don't worry. Rush saying, I see Everton -10 is there. We might as well hand him the quiz now and move on to bingo. Come on, guys. It's guys. I'm gonna start the game in 2 minutes. It's guys. You can't let Everton man. Can you hear the name? Everton minus 10. No, guys. The quiz is around a certain game that our team is involved in this weekend. That's all I'm saying. And if you're wondering why I'm speaking in riddles, you'll see. You will see. Well, shout out to all the people who've liked the video. Let me. What am I doing? Let me get this quiz started while there's still people in the game. Righto. So now I'm looking at Kahoot, ne? And I'm gonna try to switch between Kahoot and the chat. Now, guys, this one there's no points involved. We are just testing how to play Kahoot. You pick the right answer, you get points. You pick the quickest answer, you get the most amount of those points. So this is just a test run. There is no points here. Okay? You can even see the question. Who pick the best dribbler in the league? All the Man United fans are smart people. I've always known that us we are smart people. I mean, if you are a United fan and you would have chosen Saka, I'm disappointed. Mm-mm, you can't do that. Okay, guys. The next one is for real points. So this was just a trial run. I want to reiterate trial, no points. Next game, there's points. So let's look at the leaderboard. You see, everybody's on zero. Now we're getting into the real game, guys, and good luck. What is the nickname of the match between Manchester United and Manchester City? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Be the potato, guys. You know the answer. Yes, it is the Manchester Derby. That's the game that's happening this weekend, and that's the game we're going to be talking about after this set of games that we are playing today. Let's have a look at who answered the quickest. I don't know if that's a trick for me to say that, but Big Dick, yeah, no, that sounded wrong. That one, BKD is number one. Everton minus 10 is showing why people are so afraid of him or her. Let's move on to the next one. Guys, please, United fans, please, guys. Oh, I was about to be scared for you guys if people chose Enfield as our answer. But no, guys, the answer is Old Trafford. And the question is, do we keep this name, guys, if we move to a new stadium? What are you guys saying? Do we keep Old Trafford? Is it called New Old Trafford? Is it called the community of Manchester is sponsoring Old Trafford? I don't know. But the name of our stadium as it is Old Trafford. Good one, guys. Good one. Even the opposition knew the name of this. Let's look at the table. Hey, and Q moves up to third. I'm not saying that name moves down to fourth. And United Chick is making up the big five at the bottom. And BKD stays at number one. Everton minus 10. Interesting competition. Interesting competition. Let's move on to the next one. Come on, guys. These are easy points. Be fast. Be fast. Look at the picture. Focus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Somebody said Wembley. Loki get it, but come on, man. Come on. I had more faith in you. You see the picture stayed empty. I'm even trying to give you clues. The stadium is empty. The empty head can help some people. And that person goes up to number three. Q drops out of the top three and is now number four. But other than that, relatively the same top five. Everton minus 10 with the highest answer streak of four. Hey guys, no, people are right about Everton minus. Hey, but let's see, BKD is still in the lead. Still in the lead. All right, guys, for double points. Who scored the iconic bicycle kick goal in 2011, guys? Come on. Come on. I mean, I'm giving away points at this point. You get a point. You get a point. I'm Oprah. You get a point. Well, I'm not Oprah. She might be caught up in stuff allegedly. So I don't know me. But yes, guys, it is Wayne Rooney who scores that iconic goal against Man City, and what a magnificent goal it was. Let's have a look. Who has been catapulted to the top? Everton minus 10 drops. And there were names that I refuse to say are the top two. BKD and the second one. That's all I'm going to call that person. Sir Rashford jumps into the top five. Welcome to the top five. Sir Rashford. Yeah, Lord Maguire. No, Lord Maguire didn't. Look, Sir Himothy is him, but he didn't score the bicycle kick. He's not do that. Next question, guys. Who scored the last minute winner of for Manchester United in '09? As it's 2024, let's see whose memories are good. Clearly, everybody participating because it is Michael Owen. This guy can't even call him an op because even the opposition don't like him. Let's look at the top five. Stays the same. Hey, BKD running away. Number two still there, neck and neck. But Everton minus 10 still has the highest answer streak. Hey guys, come on, man. Which Manchester United player scored twice? Come on, guys. This is very recent. Come on, guys. This is recent. It's recent. You can do it, guys. I believe in you. Yes, yes, it was this guy. He shall not be. Guys, you chose Anthony. Scored twice. It says scored twice. Has Anthony has Anthony actually scored a brace for us? Can somebody balance me? Wait. Some people put. Did Anthony ever score a brace for us at United, guys? Please, maybe I'm not remembering things correctly. No, but I hear I might be wrong with my answer, but I want to know about the Anthony one. When did Anthony score two goals, guys? Stephanie, wait. When did Anthony Dos Santos score two goals in a match for us? I need to know. I will check these. Like I said, some of these answers I was just looking. I did the Kahoot thing today. If the answer is wrong, I'm sorry. But I still want to know when did because people chose. There's a lot of people who chose Anthony, and I was like, this man barely scores two goals for us in a season. When did this guy score two goals back to, in the same game? It's impossible. This. But let me do a quick Google. Why you guys balance me with the Anthony one? I'm shocked. I thought people would have chosen Ronaldo. When I saw the answers, I thought maybe the people would choose Ronaldo. But Anthony, I, I'm shocked. Or maybe people are trolling. Maybe that's it. You guys are trolling me, right? That's what's going on here. Anyway, let's have a look. 2022, right? Manchester. And let me actually copy and paste the question. That would help. Like Brush said, we did the VAR, and VAR says I was wrong. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I thought I learned from my last quiz. It's a penalty. It's on me. But all of you people who said Anthony, aye. Or was it Mark N? Did Mark N have multiple accounts here and he voted for Anthony? Is that what happened here? Three people voted for Anthony Dos Santos. I can't believe this. Q, you want me to start again from scratch? Hey, Do me a favor. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, go to Kahoot.com. Say, I don't know. I think you can do it a free account. Just start game and then put together a game. I wish I could restart it. I genuinely, it's an innocent mistake. I literally did this today, lastminute.com. So I might get one or two wrong. I did put a disclaimer. I said the last time I did this, I think there was two things I did wrong or two answers. So I know I'm very prone, but the show must go on. Sorry, guys. But you can't be losing off this one game. There's double points that are still going to happen in this game. So you can come back, guys. Come on. Look, here's double points already. This one I Googled for sure. It's on the history thing. It even put the old names of the teams when they were competing. There's no VAR here. Here, there's no VAR. You can even Google. Google right now. They weren't even called Man City and Man United at the time when this game happened. You can go Google. But yes, Rush, we need Riley with the power of the facts, the power of fact checking, the power of the. I'm master and VAR right now. But yes, guys, the first derby occurred in 1881. Wait, Stephanie, wait, whoa. None of these answers, none of these answers. If you say the year you were born makes sense, how are you still alive? Did you find the fountain of youth, Stephanie? You found the secrets to immortality and you're hiding it from the community. Wait, let me look at these answers. We've got 1881, 1896, 1903, 90. Stephanie, eh, Stephanie is an eternal, guys. That's what we're learning today. Woo! And there's a huge shift in the table. That name that I refuse to say is number one. Everton minus 10. When they talk about big game players, they talk about Everton minus 10. PKD drops to third, but it's not that far off. Sal Rashford, a statement I agree with, is number four. Q, I'm sorry. If it was that answer that tripped you, I'm sorry. I apologize. It's my fault. Next one, guys. Come on. Look at that. A chance to recover again, guys. In what year did Manchester City first beat Man United in a Premier League game? Guys, don't let the words trip you up. Read carefully. I know you want the you are desperate for the point. It's a double point. Yes, guys. Premier League. Ne? So some of these ones, one of these answers, if you chose an I, we can't help you. What are you doing? We were dominating these ones. They took them until 2002 to beat us. These guys. This is the real Manchester City, not this one that is on trial right now. Let's have a look at the table, guys. You see, Q, I told you I made up for my moomish earlier on by giving you a double point question, as you know. Is my apology accepted now, Q? Tell me in the chat. Is it fine now? You are in the race. Next question. What is guys? You're gonna see these people. Watch these people. My bad, brush. You're right. You're right. My bad, guys. But you shouldn't have needed yellow in this game, in this round. Hopefully, you all got the same answer, right? Red devil. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what to say to the one who said red devil. I can't help you. Table stays unchanged. I'm still not saying names, but it's still neck and neck, guys. Guys, put it down in the comment section. Looking at the table as it is right now, who do you think will be at the top? Let's get some predictions in. Mind you, we still have double points, I believe, still coming up in this game. And you can see between number one, number two, even number three, it's not that far off, guys. No, Archer, no. This will only happen if I'm surprised these American guys haven't changed our mascot to something like that. Yeah, no. Next question, guys. Which Man City player famously celebrated with a always why always me shirt? Hopefully there's no comment on the screen blocking anybody. Come on, guys. You see what I'm saying? I'm just giving you answers. So if you've never won a game of Kahoot, today's your chance. Come on. It was the one and only Super Mario. Well, that's what they call him. I don't know if you're Super Mario. Let's see the table, guys. Hey, well, it's changed a bit, I think. Cosell Rashford is in fifth now. BKD, what happened, dog? You're up here. And then Hugh, Everton, and that one, consistency. I love it. Let's go. Come on, guys. Please. For the love of all that's good. Don't let where the names are confuse you. Thank goodness. What? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. No, who got tripped up by the blue? Who got tripped up by the blue? I said, don't let the you saw blue and you just clicked red because oh well, we move. Ooh, United kicks Sal Rashford out of the top five, and Mr. That one has a streak with five correct answers. Well, that's why you're at the top, buddy. But as you can see, it is still neck and neck. Everton minus 10. Guys, give me those predictions. Who is finishing at the top of this at the end of the game? Let's go. Come on, guys. Double points, guys. Double points. Now we're going back, guys. Now I do want to preface this by saying I googled. Uh, I'm 99.99% sure that the answer is right. I did Google this one because I'm not that old, as you can see. So I'm not gonna claim to say I watched, but the Googles told me that this is the answer. Now I hope there's no VAR that's required, but yes, yes, guys. So when people tell us that relegation is a pipe dream, this is what happens when you rest on your laurels. Hey, relegation will be your friend. It will be knocking. But just to put into perspective, I believe United lost the game to City. Um, the fans ran onto the pitch, and then another game also affected our result, which then meant we got relegated. Keep me honest here, guys. Let's look at the table. Everton minus 10. Was it Brush backing you earlier? Who said we might as well go to the next game if you are around to play Kahoot? Guys, this is a Manchester Derby quiz, and somebody with the name Everton minus 10 is beating us. It's tough. It's tough. Uh, it's tough. Come on, guys. Here's another one. This one might need it. I don't know. What was the result of the famous Derby 2011? No, no, this one is also right. I think I'm right here. I know we tried to put it at the back of our minds, guys, but we had to remember. We had to remember. It was a painful one. It was a painful one. It's a painful day, that one. But it's a reminder of what cheating does. It wasn't us. It wasn't because of us that this happened. It was of the alleged activities that were happening over there. Ooh, that name reclaims their spot at the top. But you know what? Everton minus 10, consistent, bro. I see you. See you. Stephanie saying Johnny Evans got sent off that day. Johnny Evans. Hopefully after this trial, Brush, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? What color? Come on, guys. You know what? In fact, if you don't know, it's okay. You can scratch your head, maybe write 115, drink some water. If you don't know the answer, it's fine. Drink water. I'd also just drink. I don't know. Where's my water? Just drink water. You don't know. I also don't know. What color do these guys wear? A lot of people got it right. I see people are competitive. A lot of people got this right. Let's see how this affects the table. Everton minus 10. But that name is still there. Neck and neck stuff. Q, I see you, bro. Keep going. Hey, doctor, when I was Googling, I tried to get a mixture of like Barclays, past, and present stuff. And I felt like the present stuff was too easy. And also, Bots always says that we always learn something out of these quizzes. So, yes, it's old questions, but for people who might not necessarily know, just like me, it's a good learning. We're learning about our club's history, which you would expect people to know, but people don't always know. So we are learning. Some of them are painful truths, but they say you must look at the past and learn from it so that you don't repeat the same mistakes in your future. Unless, of course, you were successful, then you learn the right things and don't do the wrong things. Let me move. Wait, let me remove the. Sorry. Hey, there we go. Who scored a hat trick for Man City? Come on, guys. This is a recent one. It's a recent one. It's a recent one. So I'm just gonna move on. In hindsight, I'm also disgusted myself with these questions. I'm just gonna move on. Oh, like I'm saying, guys, it's like watching a game of Need for Speed. Like, no, this is not a Farmers League today. This is not the this is not the Farmers League today. Today we've got a competitive league. Come on, guys. But let's move on. That question just I don't know why I did that. But for double the points, people, who was can only be guys can only be. And I could only put him in the red box because he's the greatest manager of the Red Devils, the greatest manager, period. Sir Alex Ferguson himself, guys. If you chose any other name, you would have been shamed. Hey, the treble. I, uh, uh, I saw this one. Sorry, Prash. But yes, guys, it's the goat. I mean, I put the picture. Guys, I'm even giving you clues with the pictures. Okay, now we are entering the final. This is the last question. Number one, number two. Please pay attention. This is the last question. Everybody else, hey guys, thank you for participating. Don't worry, we'll give you medals for participating afterwards. Number one, number two. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Type the answer. For double the points, got you. Everybody still in this. You can do this, guys. Who scored the iconic? Read carefully, guys, please. I know you guys are gonna fight with me, but it says who scored the iconic header goal in Manchester United. Just type your answer. Think back to this game and who scored what type of goals. It was the comeback as well. Read, please, for your own sakes. I don't know why it says zero here. All of these are acceptable, but let's do this. I don't know what's going on here. Let's review the answers. I will accept this. Smalling didn't score that. That's why we put header because Smalling it was I think it was a set piece and then he did with his foot, whereas PP his head because he scored the one with his head and then he scored the one with his foot, which made it 2-2, and then the other goal came. But no, good job, guys. Good job. Submit. We accept these ones. Correct answers. Smalling can help you. Next. Consistency Q. We love to see it. That one, number 2. Everton. Everton minus 10. Congratulations, first of all. Up 10. Go back and watch that thing. He scored a header. I watched that highlight recently. He scored a header. Is this like a streak for Everton minus? I've seen an Everton minus 10 win a couple of these games. But congratulations. You and I'm gonna call you FTM so that I avoid saying that name. It was a very good game. It was a very good game between you guys. We shake hands. But it seems like people are eager for the one that makes people cash out. I mean, bots ended the stream prematurely because of the next game that we are going to play. Let me stop sharing my screen here for a second. But no, guys, thank you. I know I made a mistake today, guys. I'm sorry. But thank you for participating in the Kahoot game. Let's this game, the one we want to play now, before we talk about United. Hey, it ends friendships. It causes people to say, I don't care. Anyway, guys, let me bring up this game. Let's see. I'm gonna limit it to just the English Premier League because this game will test your patience. Let's just put it that way. Patience will be tested. Heck, I might even crash out myself because of this game. Come on, guys. You know what game it is. People introduced us to this game. I'll drop the link to help you guys get to the game. Brush, let's do a warm up with the Premier League and then we'll add global because people are gonna cry. I'm telling you. I've never known a game where I realize I don't watch football, eh? I don't. I say I watch football, but in reality, I'm gonna play this on my phone, just so that I can also participate. Let's see. Boom. Open in Chrome. Let's see. Oh wait, I've already joined. Huh. There, James 20 years joined. Nice. Nice. Thanks for joining. Guess I'm gonna play on my PC. Yeah, you know what? All things considered, just taking, I guess, side quest stuff here with this comment. From what they were to what what's my man's name? I forgot his name now, and I wanted him as our manager. But with the resources that are limited at Barcelona, I would agree. But they've also been a bit shaky. Let's look at some of the comments before we start the game. Wait, why am I not sharing the screen? Boom. There we go. Thank you, Stephanie, guys. And if you're enjoying the stream, I know it's a little bit different. You've got my face here. You thought you were going to see bots. I swear, I won't lie. When I joined the stream and I saw some of the comments, this is all I was hearing.
And this is totally crap.
Listen.
Like when people were not seeing bots, and that's all I was hearing in my head. So shout out to you, Stephanie. Ah, thanks, Brush. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Doctor saying this game honestly makes me feel some kind of way. Like hey, exactly. You see, Doctor, I'm the same. That's why we're going to just slowly. We're gonna warm up, foreplay, and then we'll do global, and we can feel bad together. Shout out bath time tonight. It's just me, as far as I know, just me. Bots is currently unavailable, hence he asked me to fill in for him today. So we keep the streak going. Apparently, we are on happy power number 93, and it's been happening week after week after week. If I had that level of consistency, I would have 100 subscribers by now. I blame myself. But guys, if you feel charitable right now, and you don't mind just clicking off for 2 seconds, go to the halftime with Vegeta, or you can look for at the halftime with Vegeta TV. If it's sorry, at Vegeta Sama TV. I'll drop it in the chat as well. Just a light subscribe. Still trying to get to that 100 subscribers, if you guys don't mind. And I promise, in 2025, consistency. We'll bring the football power hour consistency to the halftime. And at this rate, the therapy podcast is coming back. I'm telling you. All right. Let's see how many people have joined the bingo. Got quite a few people. I'm just gonna give it 2 more minutes while I share the link to my channel. I'll also post the link to the stream if you want to join. So let's do one thing at a time. Open YouTube's. Open the YouTube's. Open my channel. 77. We'll get to 100 one day. One day. And I'm telling you, once I get to 100, I'm doing somehow, some way, I'm gonna find a day to do a 12-hour stream. Half a day, just dedicated. Maybe I'll play some Fortnite on stream, answer some questions. What else can we do on a 12-hour stream? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Play some bingo. Maybe do another Kahoot that has a false answer somewhere. Yeah, no. 24-hour stream is reserved for 1K, which is a distant goal. If you can just get me to triple digits, we do a 12-hour stream, get to know each other as a community on my channel. Play some Fortnite. Maybe you join, hop on a game because that's the game I'm playing right now. It's pretty fun, especially when you play no build. Uh, yeah, play some bingo. I won't crash out. If you play bingo with me, I don't crash out. We laugh about it, we move on. So let me just drop the link to the channel. I mean the stream as well, in case anybody wants to hop on. And if you're on Discord, guys, please feel free to just hop onto YouTube, come to the Football Power Hour, leave a subscription, leave a like. We appreciate it over here. Help bot this channel to grow. Let me actually see what is on right now in terms of subscribers, so that we can get him to the next goal himself. Working hard, this guy, bro. He deserves accolades. So we're gonna get him to the next milestone. Let's see, Football Power Hour. When I grow up, guys, I want to be like bots. Bots is just hardworking. So we're currently on 2.3. Guys, we can get to 3K. I believe in this community. 3K. 3K for Football Power Hour. We can do it. If you are on Discord and you've never touched YouTube for whatever reason, come over here and give bots a subscription. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. You will see football watch alongs, prediction streams, live news updates. There's memberships over here, so you get emojis. You can super chat. I'll see if we can convince him to do exclusive to members streams. This is a good channel. This is a good channel with a good community to interact. If you're a fan of football, doesn't matter whether you're opposition or not, join. But anyway, guys, let's play this round of bingo. Let's not delay the inevitable. Okay, I'm starting the game. Let us not delay the inevitable. I say I don't crash out, then I crash out. That would be funny. Oh, sorry. For the bingo you meant. Ah, my bad. Bro, you know what? I'll drop the next one. I thought you meant for the stream. My bad. I'll drop the link. I'll drop the link. Let's see here. Hey, already my life is flashing before my eyes. Skip. Does this count? Did they add him here? Yeah, should add him, I suppose. Enemy. Enemy. That name sounds familiar, eh? I don't know. Next. Doctor, we are in this together. You see, also me, I don't know football. All I watch is United, and like, it's probably for the best because it just stresses me. It just stresses me. Tyler Dibling. That sounds like a very is that Cote d'Ivoire, not Ireland? My bad. My bad. Colin Cooper, the very Evertonish player name, but I don't wanna. Heung-min Song definitely didn't win any trophies. That one, no trophies for Heung-min Song. Move on. Jay Rodriguez, Spanish Brazil sounding name, hey, but let's not risk. Didier. I feel like Didier is one this right, the Golden Boot. Am I crazy? Never done. Richarlison. Richarlison played for who before Spurs? Well. Cucurella. Sorry, didn't see the name. Mark Leticia. Is there anything on here? Doctor, if you think this game is hard there when you're alone, wait. But look at me. I'm also skipping names for no reason. Bruno. Thank you. Boba. That sounds Maximilian Boba. Don't know these names me personally. You can judge me if you want. Mikel. I don't think there's anything that fits your description here. Mikel. I feel like somebody from names there was a Leicester City person. Oh well. Kulozevsky, definitely not this. What country does Kulozevsky come from now? Ronald. I'm just gonna add you my friend because I clearly don't know football.
I think
Or
Bat Darius is asking for the bingo link to be added in the chat, not the StreamYard link.
yeah. I just realized that after the fact. So when I do the globals one, I'll just add him. I'll just add the link. This is just to test, frustration or the frustration level of people. But
Are you like
yeah,
playing alone or are you playing with people?
no, I'm playing with people. There was 8 people who joined this. This
Oh,
is
okay.
just my board. This is just my board,
No, I know how
and
it works.
currently not looking good, bro. Should have put him here. Damn it.
Yeah, I saw my brother alone struggling. I was like, no, let me hop on. Let me talk to my brother.
Yeah, bro. How you doing, bro? How you feeling about this Manchester derby?
Uh, I'm all right. Don't really have enough much feelings towards it. I'm all right.
You have any
It's like,
expectations?
uh, I mean, bro, see, the thing is that this game is kind of a weird one in it because everyone is expecting us to win this game because of obvious reasons, armor and ball. Plus, Man City is going through a rough patch in their season.
Yep.
So people think that we're supposed to be winning this game very easily. I don't think so, though. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. After watching that game, the Europa League game yesterday, I'm just like I don't see it, bro. Personally.
Uh, for me, that's exactly what I'm trying to, talk about when I say like I'm just not too sure about this team because okay, if you're struggling against Paizen or whatever that team's name was, right?
Mm,
You have no right to be pulling up to a conversation with Manchester City saying that, oh yeah, we could beat you. No right
true.
whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah, but some people seem certain. I'm not gonna lie. Some people are like, if we don't beat City, it's the most disappointing. Well, guys, they still meant City, like
See, the thing is, what people are not realizing is that no, again, people are saying it because this is Man City at its weakest has ever been.
True.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I get you, bro. Uh it'll be just like
Like
us
there
to get
hasn't
seen
been
over
a
3-0
time
by those guys.
there hasn't been a time that Man City has been this bad, and that in a long time. We did beat a much younger and a stronger Man City team with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Yeah, that's true. And we beat him like a lot of times. There wasn't even like once off or something with Oli.
I think we beat him 4 times.
Sheesh, that's crazy. Hey, so far I'm third. I'll take that. I struggled in this bingo game. Oh my goodness. But is there any other game besides the derby that you're looking forward to? Maybe I don't know. I know the Liverpool and Everton game got postponed. Are they maybe playing that this weekend, perhaps? Or
What did he say?
I'm saying, are there any other games you're looking at? Because you're saying you don't feel any way towards this derby between our team and the other team.
No, I mean obviously, bro. The thing is that obviously you are definitely excited towards it. You're like, oh, you know what? This is going to be a good one. I'm excited and everything, bro. That's obviously going to be there. That's obviously going to be there. But the thing is that you have to understand that I don't know. I'm just not too sure how we're gonna do. Am I excited for this team? Yes. Am I excited for the game? Yes. Would we win? Can I say, oh yeah, it's done. We're gonna win? Nah, I don't know.
That's fair, bro. And do you expect to see like another drastic rotation, or is it about time we started seeing some level of okay, this is the first team from the manager?
I mean, you do, you definitely do. But then the manager is kind of like all over the place himself. He doesn't know what starting 11 he wants to play. So it's chop and change every week. Too much chopping and changing of the squad.
Because some people are tired of this. They're tired of he has to have consistency to say if you're gonna change, maybe change one or two people every week, but have a starting 11. Because some people are saying that the people who started, I think, in the second half of the last game, was the strongest team. I don't know how people quantify that, but the
They
strongest team.
quantify it by the win. That's how they quantify it.
I don't know, man. I still feel like we're still moving like Moment FC, to be honest. When I watch United, like the shake
It's
is
not.
there. I see the idea of what our manager's trying to do, but I don't know.
It is Moments FC, and it is also individual players FC. That's exactly what it is. But
Yeah, I
I
don't know,
don't
bro.
think I'm not gonna walk up to Man City be like, oh yeah, we're gonna beat them, we're gonna thrash them. No, I'm still gonna respect the
Slash me.
opponent that there is going to be there because it ain't easy to beat them, bro. They're not just any team. You have to respect them.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. What's up, buff time, bro? What do you say?
Hello, Vegeta. How you doing? I thought I'd just pop in.
Oh,
Obviously,
Darius,
Ronald's here. How you doing, Ronald? Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. It's in due time, but still.
Yeah, like are we all good this evening?
Yeah, bro. I'm very
Yeah.
good. I can't complain.
Yeah, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel, Vegeta. Well, I'll give you a shout out on my very small channel, likewise on Sunday if you like.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Any support. I'm trying to get over the 100 subscriber line at the moment.
I'm sure we can strong arm Steph into promoting you like in literally every Manchester United channel possible.
Hey, Stephanie. If you're feeling generous, all I want for Christmas is 100 subscribers. Appreciate it. But no, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. A little bit sort of in two halves about the game on Sunday. I'm sort of excited, but also a little bit worried.
Okay,
Ronald, how are
expand
you
on that.
feeling about that?
Yeah, I just I think I emphasized it myself as well that I hear it that the game is there and it's there for the taking, but it could go either ways. Like it could. Oh, by the way, hi Luan. So it could either be like a game wherein you just walk up to them and be like, "Yeah, we're here," but then it also could just be a game where they walk up to you and be like, "They're here," because they also have a very good squad. It's not like their squad is any weak or it's going to change. It's not. Their squad is pretty much built in. And the problem is that their shit squad is still better than our good
Mm.
squad. That's my biggest worry with the whole thing.
I
That
kind
is
of agree. I feel that like, are they in like third or fourth at the moment?
on
I think that
on the table. I think they're, let's check EPL.
Are they third? Yeah,
They're currently fourth actually, because
fourth.
Liverpool's
All right,
first, Chelsea second, Arsenal third.
and they've had one win in 10 games. Like obviously that
Mm.
includes European competition, and they're
Yeah,
in fourth, and
correct.
we're like mid table, and even at their worst, even during the worst period that Pep Guardiola has had as a manager, they're like eight places ahead of us.
Yes.
And this team have let us down so much, so often. That I just the nearer I get to the game, the less confident I am. I mean, even in a 2-1 win, like our first win in Europe for like 18 months or something, like the players and the fan base somehow find a way to turn it into a disastrous night with, Rasmus like abusing Ahmad on the pitch, all this stuff about Alika. Like we got all these stories about Rashford leaving. I just wish we could behave like normal people instead of like sociopathic, socially disadvantaged, and socially unskilled people. It's like, but that's the squad we've got, Vegeta. I mean, do you believe in them?
Nah, I think these guys are criminals. I've been on a warpath. Even with people trying to defend a lot of, especially the old heads, I call them that. People who've been here for quite some time. We've seen them manager after manager. I can't deal with them anymore. Like I'm fresh out of second chances. I know what I'm seeing. And the unfortunate thing is that we can't do anything about it now because there's no transfer window. And even if there was, we're not gonna get rid of all of them. But do
Yeah.
I believe in them? No, heavens no. I don't even know what Man United is gonna turn on. So for instance, you speak about the fan base, which is refreshing to hear personally, because when you call out our fans, people get a little bit touched, for lack of a better word. But say we beat City on Sunday, what you see is that people start saying stuff like we're back, we title charge, top four. I don't know.
I I
Pick
don't think
pick
anyone's
anything.
gonna say title charge though. I'll
Yeah,
be
I think
honest with
top
you.
four, but I mean a title charge. Like we'd move into like maybe ninth at best, for like 20 minutes or something.
Bro, Ronald, when we were, I think, 3 or 4 points behind City, people were doing mental gymnastics to say if City are in the title charge and we are 4 points behind City, therefore we're in the title charge. So you'll be surprised.
I don't
No,
know. I
I
mean,
I I understand what you're trying to say, but then you have to also realize that that's not how really life works.
I know that. I'm just saying there are fans who were pulling out calculators and saying, okay, City 3 points haven't been good. If we can just beat, oh, this team beat us. Okay, if we can beat this, never mind, this team beat us. You know what I'm saying? It's like they always there's those fringe fans. I'm just saying, if we beat City on Sunday, bro, I guarantee you're gonna see some crazy statement, some headline somewhere, because our fan base, I don't know, it's either we're starved of just success in general, or there's something wrong with us. Even us, we add to the problem. Let
do,
me
you-
add
do you know
this.
what I think it is, Vegeta? Right? Is it Vegeta or Vegeta? I don't watch anime.
It's Vegeta.
Vegeta.
Vegeta. I
Vegeta.
thought it might be. There's a new Lord of the Rings film out that's an anime. Not going to watch it. Um, um, but like, I think what you've hit on right is our fan base is absolutely massive. It goes from like Port Stanley in Antarctica to Tromsø in the Arctic Circle. There's so many people there. So what happens is, like, in order to get heard, you get the loudest, the most ridiculous points, like, amplified. And what really matters to the players is, like, the kind of the local fan base, because those are the people that they see in the supermarket and on the street and in the petrol station. And, you know, like Delboy67 or whatever on Twitter, he might be big for us, but he's not big for, like, you know, Martinez or someone like that. It's the guys that serve them in Sainsbury's and stuff who go, come on, lads, you can win the league this year, let's do it. And I think that the match-going fan base and the Manchester fan base is a bit more realistic. But I'm also disappointed with match-going fans, because 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if we lost the Manchester derby, the players weren't allowed out in Deansgate and China Whites and stuff like that. And now they kind of are. Like, they've, you know, like, I remember, was it Harry Maguire who, after we lost like 6-3 or something to City, like, went out and had a birthday party in Manchester the same night?
No, that was not Harry Maguire. That was Rashford.
Was it Rashford? Yeah.
I think it was both of them, to be honest. I mean,
No.
after we lost to
They don't
Villarreal,
celebrate the same birthday. So it was just Rashford, and he had the audacity to park his Rolls Royce, the one he crashed later on, the blue one, park it right outside the club as well. So he didn't actually show up in you know how they have vans,
yeah.
the black vans. He didn't show up in that. He showed up in his Rolls Royce, parked it outside front door.
Can I help you, Vegeta, with these?
You can. I do not have the time of day to know all of this stuff.
He played for Milan.
Oh, there we go.
Well, Van Basten did play for Milan. That was lucky. I don't know who that Mbemba is, but he might have been He might have been Flemish.
Let's see. Oh,
I don't know who that guy is.
the heck is this?
Okay, you should know him. Teammate.
Oh, he played with this guy. Neymar, thank you. Thank goodness. Virgil,
Champions.
where are you?
Right, none of them.
Oh, the game did me pure.
Alice Boyle. Yeah.
Spanish. Oh,
okay, Real Madrid, obviously.
Real Madrid. Thank you. What is this name?
My guess would be Porto, but I would just skip it. Once again, that would be my guess, but just skip it.
There's too many silvers in the world. Tell me, there's no Germany. There's not. Oh wait, World Cup winner, no?
Yes.
Yeah, they won the World Cup.
So it's Kinsman. Played Spurs.
No wonder I don't know.
Emmanuel Aboué, Arsenal and the Ivory Coast.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure that's Ivory Coast and not Ireland?
I think it's what is it?
Simao is Porto. Gael Clichy
played for City, Arsenal, and what else? Who else?
He's French.
Oh, by the way, Vegeta.
Yes, sir.
Is in the house as well.
Hey, doctor. How are you? Doctor's critiquing us.
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm a little like not 100%. That's all I can say.
About the game?
Oh no! Like I feel like I'm getting a migraine, so I won't be online for long.
Oh, no stress, doctor.
But it's one of those days.
I hope you feel better soon, though.
Has it been a long shift?
No. It's just a change of weather, those kind of things. Stress.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry. Arsenal won't bottle it this season. Don't worry, doctor.
Oh my God, Ronald. Guys, come here. The joke is really run dry. Okay,
Doctor,
That's
there's some
awful,
things
Ronald.
that they don't go. They don't. Some jokes like Riley will never beat allegations with that
oh,
cheating
to be
scandal.
fair, you're right. Riley would never beat the allegations. Oh my god. But do you know what? I found myself not caring about Sunday's game.
Oh,
Is
Either
that
man,
because
way,
it's the free hit, or like?
I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, okay. I get you.
because
This bad.
I won't lie. Like, if we win, of course, I'll be happy. But I mean, we could play. We're playing Tottenham Thursday. We could lose that game horribly too. Like, we're such a flip flop team right now. I don't care.
Like without being funny, Doctor NHS. What are your
Yes.
feelings about Anana at the moment? Like
Uh,
I
I
don't.
know.
I'm not making fun, but
No, yeah. I've been. It's a valid question because I've been his number
managed by
one.
Ferguson, please. Thank you.
I've been his number one like supporter in this entire thing. But honestly, he he's gone
Doctor,
back to square one. Like I feel
Doctor,
like
what are we saying? Are we saying we got some GA for
oh
Onana? Is that
no.
are
You
we
know what?
conceding own goals
No,
as
no.
GA?
I'm still standing by that because I refuse to back down on what I said. By the end of
I
the season,
respect it. I respect it.
that I'm gonna stand on it because I said it.
I don't. It's absolutely ridiculous.
But
Like
he's horrible. He's horrible. I won't lie and say he's horrible. He's horrible, and I won't
Wait,
lie and
this
say
is
he's
you
great.
saying this.
Yeah, this is me, his number one
You
fan.
know,
Banana
I
it's
can't
new
lie.
Hands.
it's new evidence, though, isn't it? Like you've seen him like go down slower than my student loan, and like you've
Yes.
seen
Oh,
him make loads of
uh,
mistakes. But do
Jesus.
you think do you think that is down to ability,
Oh
confidence, a
no.
new
I,
system?
I feel like there's it's the bozo gene. I remember KG just said this on one of his shows where he makes a mistake every what 5 6 games. It's so true. He can make a mistake like this, Nottingham Forest and
Uh,
what Pleasant, and he'll go on a run of 4 5 6 games, and he's great. And then on the seventh one, he just does some dumb shit,
It's
and
like a
it's like
werewolf or
I'll be
something.
honest
When
with you,
there's a
guys.
back
I
to
third
square
think
one.
one.
I'll be honest. I think that's just the player it is, and you have to accept him the way he is. Because, and the
Yeah,
reason why I say that is because when he was playing at Ajax, right?
mhm.
yeah,
They have a system wherein it's very cagey. You do not get a lot of opportunity to actually go attack the goalkeeper as such. And he had you know, he had the luxury of being the way he is. And he wasn't getting attacked so much because the team was so well together put, I would say.
yeah,
Right now, it's not looking good is because of the fact that we obviously are not that team. I think Milan was also the same, I would say, same thing for him. That kind of worked out for him because
yeah.
They did
even
get to
though
a
they're,
European final though against City.
yeah,
I
yeah,
have a
that's what I'm
question.
saying. Because and what is Milan's style of play? Defense.
I I have a
They do
statement.
not attack. So
I
I
feel
think
like
the teams that he was playing in were kind of papering over the
the cracks.
the cracks that we are now seeing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, tell me, you've seen David De Gea for the last 10 years. In the
Hmm.
last 10 years of David De Gea, I never saw any, even though
No,
how bad our defense was, even if it was, Evans
He was
and
the defense.
no.
who was Evans
Him,
and
Okay.
hold
Are
on,
you
no,
let
talking
me
no, no.
about
finish.
terrible error?
No, no, no. What
The
I'm
hair
talking
had
about
some
is
bozo gene
hold
stuff.
on,
Hang on,
doctor,
But
come
hold
on.
on to your horses. Hold on. Rebuttal to this point, if you can, right?
Okay.
The last 10 years, David De Gea has had the worst partnerships in front of him, including Smalling and Evans, right? But no player in Premier League, Champions League, whatever, Europa League, whatever competition we played, had the confidence to take a long range shot at David De Gea because they knew the man can do one thing, if nothing at all, which is stop the
shot
ball.
stopping.
Apart from
Shot
Ronaldo,
stopping.
Ronaldo is the only one who ruined his international career, single-handedly ruined David De Gea's international career ever to
Was
exist.
that Spain versus Portugal you're talking
Yes,
about?
yes,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
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 That one hat trick made
It
sure
ruined
David
it.
De Gea never saw the international team ever again. But
He never
apart from it,
recovered from that.
Doctor, you can't tell me there is any team out there taking a long range shot. Now I have little men from Southampton and any other team, Brighton, trying to take a long range shot because they know the goalkeeper might make a mistake.
Is this Ronald about with the comments from Victoria Pleasant's manager?
No, no, no. I'm just talking in general because I've said
He
this.
said he told his players to shoot from anywhere against Onana, and like
Bro,
he
Darius,
said it in the
I
press
was saying
conference.
this. I was saying this last season. I was saying this at the time when they were actually talking about David De Gea going. And when David De Gea left, 5 games into the season, I was saying Onana ain't it.
Well, I mean,
But
I can recall Brentford, Everton taking pretty tame shots outside of the box that beat De Gea. You could argue that, like, because of the centre backs, they weren't putting enough pressure on the ball, which would be a fair point. But I think that when you're trying to compare goalkeepers, it's better to compare Onana to someone like Van der Sar,
yeah,
who was a good goalkeeper with his feet, who was much, much better at taking high balls. And for me, like, when you think about the Victoria Pleasant goal they scored the other day, I'm not all right with it, but I can forgive it in certain ways because Delict, he's trying to make a table, and he did it really, really badly. And we've got a new system and so on. But Anana against Ipswich in particular made some absolutely outrageous saves from like Liam Delap, and I don't like him. I would replace him, to be honest, because I think this team needs to look at fundamentals rather than like fun extras.
Yeah,
But of all the positions in the team, is that if you were Amrin and you were told I can give you a player, but only a player, and it's for a position, would that be the first change you make?
no,
no, no.
no.
No, obviously not, but it's still a change you need to make.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but not
it's for the
now.
future, isn't it?
See, the thing is, Darius, this is the same question that people were asking when I think Maguire was up for contention to be sold. And they were like, is that the player you really want to replace? Because I think we were also running after Frankie de Jong that summer. So,
Well, it's more about
but
position than player.
what's
It's
up?
more
Sorry?
about position than player.
Yeah, true. But
So
then again, I
centre
think
back.
they'll be okay in keeping Onana as such because they've got bigger problems to deal with.
I agree, and I think I mean, Doctor, you've obviously made an outrageous comment saying that this season Onana will get more GA than
To
any
be fair,
goalkeeper combined
no.
in the Premier League. The highest GA
Half
of any
time,
goalkeeper is Paul Robinson with 5, and that's over
yeah.
his entire career.
This bath
You
time.
will.
To be fair,
Yeah,
was at the beginning of the season, and I was feeling reckless. Okay,
fair enough.
Nah,
There's nothing
nah.
and
wrong with that, Doctor. Nothing wrong.
I was
You
feeling.
and Mark in are crackheads for some of the
No,
predictions.
I was
But I
Mark
can't
feeling
lie.
is
crackheadish.
Mark into
I can't,
20 something
as
GA
much
for
as I,
Anthony.
25 GA for Anthony. Come on, how is that reasonable?
Sorry,
That's no
right?
madman.
but
That
if
man.
Who
if I'm
said
just
that?
gonna, I'm just gonna leave it here and you guys to, talk about this. But if I have to replace Onana, I had Edison, not
No,
Edison. What's that Argentinian goalkeeper?
Emi Martinez.
Emi Martinez. I had him in mind,
Yeah.
but ever since then, now I have replaced him. I I have a better goalkeeper, and that's Vicario. In my opinion, that should be the guy we should go for.
I would instantly say no to that because, like, when you play zonal marking, so defending set pieces, you need a minimum of 5 people who can head the football. We don't have that in our team, and Vicario is tremendously weak at corners. Like, he's always targeted at corners. So I think
No,
that
Darius, I'm not saying that's my priority. I'm saying if I have the luxury of replacing Onana,
yeah.
that's the guy I would replace him with.
Well, I'm saying you're making our team weaker by bringing him in because we become even more porous at defending set pieces, and that's an area that we have to improve. Like, we've conceded in 10 days. Have we conceded 3 goals from set pieces? And you're bringing in one of the worst keepers at defending set pieces in the league.
Yeah, the Arsenal
Well,
set pieces.
he is looking the worst because they don't really concede that many. Like he doesn't have to go that many times to defend a corner. How many times do they even defend a corner?
Yeah, but
Because the centre back pairing is
do you
very
agree
brilliant.
that Spurs' biggest problem is defending set pieces?
That's
Or
our
do you think
biggest
there's a bigger
problem.
issue?
No, I don't think so. Their high line is a problem.
Okay. What do you think our biggest defensive problem is, apart from Ricketts from Anana?
Left back.
Left back. So,
But it's also how we deal with set pieces when we give them away. Like
How we
I don't.
set up. If you talk about set piece, then how we set up to defend a set piece, yeah,
We
it's
get pushed
long.
over so easily, bro, in our own box, bro.
can I just? Sorry, I don't want to be patronising, but how do you think a top team sets up for a set piece?
For
Not like that.
a top team, they definitely
Yeah.
don't do what we do, but then they have proper players marking proper players. If that makes any sense to you, like
Kind
I
of.
saw
They don't mark
yeah,
though.
they don't mark that. Like I saw Maguire in the Arsenal second goal, I guess. He was just standing in the middle in airplane mode. He had both of his hands up in an airplane mode,
Yeah.
and I was like, you're the guy who needs to be running from the goal line to the ball.
No.
Like
So
I would personally give him that because again, I know Maguire has his own flaws, but one thing I know about the guy is the guy can head the ball regardless, right?
right.
So putting him against a striker who might be stronger or equivalent to him to either bring him down might open us to being privy to conceding a penalty because I don't know, but referees are very conveniently giving penalties against us, right? So I would take him away from that and I would put him in a position where he can actually head the ball. It could be the first post as well.
Okay. So my understanding, right, of how you defend a corner is very, very different to what goes on in the Premier League. But the fundamentals are the same, where you play, let's call it a hybrid system, where you have 5 players that are in their zones, including the goalkeeper. You have 2 near post. You have 1 that is on the post, who is your best box jumper. That means that is the guy that can get the best leap from a standing jump. And he is there at the near post to allow the keeper to come out and claim the ball. You then have, like, most famously, Didier Drogba as something called your flat header. And the flat header is an attacker who is there to launch a counter-attack with a header from a poor corner. So you often see your best technical header in that position, which is why you get people like Drogba there. So that's the 2. The other 3 are positioned in zones on the 6-yard line. So this is why Maguire was waving his hands around and not moving, because he is there to defend that zone. He's not allowed to move out of that zone. And you're going to obviously, right? So if you're defending a zone, you're not able to get a running jump, which is a problem. So what you have is you then have people like Rasmus Højlund, Martinez, Ugarte, whose job is to stick with their man, like that's the man marking, but they are trying to stop the guy getting any momentum for the jump so that when it gets into the zone of Maguire, for example, they don't have any inertia, and Maguire is able to head the ball away.
But have
Um,
you also seen that they actually have started putting Martinez at the goal line, which, in my
no,
opinion,
Martinez was the blocker. If you look against, was it Forest in the first minute? Delict is the zonal player, and he's slow to come out. Martinez's job is to stop Mikhailovic, Savic, or someone like that, the guy who scored. It's to stop him getting a run on. And Martinez isn't able to do that properly. And it's absolutely crazy to me that a central defender is not played in a zone, but is played
yeah,
as a blocker.
but I have also seen Martinez on the goal line, and for me, that's a problem. Why? Because he's not that tall, so there's so much room above his head. Because he is not the best jumper himself.
Yeah, no, I get it. But Martinez has never been used in the zone for Manchester United. Like, he's always been the blocker. And this is why, Ronald, I always say that you need a minimum of 5 people who can head a ball on a football pitch, because it means you can defend zonally. And one of the many reasons I don't like Lisandro Martinez is because he gives away a free kick and then he can't defend a set piece.
And
So
this
it
is the
annoys
reason
me.
why, Darius, I have actually shifted from focusing on Maguire's faults to actually looking at what he can do and how we can use that to our benefit, because there is so much that Maguire can actually offer than just, the faults. Yeah, the faults are part of the
Yeah.
game. It is going to be there, but you have to really use him for his capabilities, because if if we are taking a set piece, I can rely more upon Maguire to do something because he's done that before.
Yeah.
I remember the goal
Casemiro as
against,
well.
was it, I think it was Brentford. Yeah, it was Brentford that when we came back, we scored the last 2 goals in the last minute. I think the
Yes,
Yeah,
last
that he
goal
won it
happened.
against for
Yeah,
McTominay. Yeah.
yeah, he,
he
he
got
was the one
the
who won the ball for McTominay to actually head that ball back in.
Yeah. And it's so who would be like if you were to pick the team, Ronald, who would be your 3 centre backs?
In the current scenario,
Yeah. Let's say everyone's fit. Like, who would be your first choice 3?
oh, first, okay, for me, it would be that the center back would be Delit, the
Mm-hmm.
left center back would be Martinez, the right center back would be Euro,
Mm-hmm.
but I would be open to keeping Maguire as a center back as well.
I think, like, I know you have this weird sort of like assumption that I'm a huge Harry Maguire stan, where I like Maguire. I'm not. I have massive issues with how he runs, not his pace, but his technique. It's like a windmill. I don't understand how you can get to this level of football and not understand how to run correctly with the form. But what it's crazy, Vegeta. It's absolutely mental when you see him running. It's like I saw an episode of Friends where Phoebe Buffet runs for fun in the park, and that's where it looked like Maguire got his running style from. But the one thing that Maguire has over Delict, I feel, is that in the last couple of same games we've seen Maguire, we've seen him get ahead of his man, pinch the ball, launch an attack, and join the attack. Do you remember he did it against Arsenal?
Mm,
Like, he looked like a Tyrannosaurus Rex going down the left wing, like overlapping Garnacho. And he did it against Nottingham Forest 2 or 3 times. Like, for me to put Delict ahead of Maguire, Delict has got to start getting in front of his man, reading the situation, seeing where his teammates are conditioning the ball to be passed, and to get in ahead of it. Because one of Delict's biggest issues is Delict, when he wins a header, he just beats his man. When Maguire wins a header, he directs the football, and it's a massive difference. Like, he
There's
passes the
one
ball with
more.
his head.
There's one more thing that I feel that if you have Delit and Maguire both on the pitch, right? I personally feel that Maguire is not press resistant. However, Delit is, but Maguire is a better ball passer than Delit is. Like the long ball that
Yeah,
Maguire can put in from deep, I don't think Delit has that in him right now. Like I have seen Maguire give beautiful balls on the wings for either what do you call it? Rashford or Garnacho, Ahmad Diallo, be it who. Like he can put that deep ball
Yeah, the
out.
switch passes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like he can do it, but I don't know if Delit can do it right now.
Hmm. I mean, when you talk about like press resistant, like we conceded a goal off a press with Delict as the table in a back three, where like a table is like you remember Benzema at Real Madrid? He used to
No,
drop in.
I know where you're going with it. I have seen both of them conceded, but I have seen Maguire conceded more often than Delit.
Under Amarin.
No, not under Amorim, but in general.
Yeah, I think like I
And that
think
is why I feel like, let's say Maguire is your second center back, right? So you pass the ball to, let's say, Martinez or De Ligt, but you allow Maguire to go into a space, like an open space, and you lay it off to Maguire. Maguire from that deep position can put the ball wherever. Like he can ping the ball wherever you want him to ping it. It's something that I see very similar between him and Casemiro, both of them.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like you give them the time on the ball, both of them, they have,
Yeah, they'll hurt you.
and both of them actually have the vision as well. It's just not a stupid pass. They both actually do a very good pinpoint pass to the T. Like I don't think Maguire has a lot of, if there is a stat that ever existed, right, wherein you can see a ball being played from the deep, how many passes get completed, I think Maguire's name would actually be up there.
If you had Maguire and Delict at the top of their game, like the best that they could be, which one would you pick?
The lid, just because of the pace.
I mean, he's not. Do you think he's that much faster?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I have seen a video from the days at Juventus when they were training, and Ronaldo and De Ligt actually went on a 100-meter run. De Ligt was actually at par with Ronaldo, and Ronaldo was not that old. Juventus, he was just 35.
Yeah, I get it, but I mean, how often do you need
And
a
in the
centre back to
current
run 100
team,
meters?
uh, I
30
know, but then in
meters.
the yeah, yeah, but in the current team, right, the only person I know Maguire can beat in a race is Xerxes.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Casemiro.
No, Xerxes.
Ah, Xerxes is. He almost looks like he's running in slow motion. It's ridiculous.
Bro, I have seen Maguire run faster with the ball at his feet towards the goal than Xerxes.
We're not feeling Xerxes.
No,
I am not.
do you know how many times we've actually played a decent or good ball in front of Xerxes, and he's ahead of the other team's defender, and somehow the other team's defender catches up, goes around Xerxes, gets the ball, and it's finished.
I
I
And
think
I'm
saw that
like,
the
happen
thing
to
is,
Rasmus yesterday.
again, with Rasmus yesterday, like it might have happened, but then Rasmus does offer you something. It might not be exactly what you hope and want from him,
Yeah.
but then let me give you a comparison of what Xerxes kind of reminds me of. He reminds me of Wout Weghorst, and I was not a big fan of Wout Weghorst either. But the only
Okay.
thing Wout Weghorst actually had on Xerxes was not pace, but his stride. He had longer legs. There was a longer stride when he was running at the ball or with the ball in comparison to Xerxes. Xerxes, yeah,
man,
no.
don't even jump for head for crosses, bro. I don't understand why he's tall, bro.
I mean,
And the fact that we had a goal that we were about to score, I think it was the first, second, third, I
yeah, it was
don't know, first
Southampton,
few
wasn't it?
games. Yeah, I guess. And the man decided to take a knee at the wrong time. Like he got up and he touched the ball that was actually going into an open net.
Man, I wonder what Garnacho said to him after that game. And
I don't think Garnacho said something to him because obviously, out of respect, you can't say nothing because
well,
there's nothing you can
Rasmus
say.
went absolutely mental at Ahmad at the end of the game. So who knows?
Yeah,
But I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. That's something that's very part of the game. I remember
it's
after
not.
the FA Cup. No, it is. It is.
Are you
I'll
talking about
remind you of
Casemiro
another.
in the League Cup final with Bruno?
Yes, with
Yeah.
Bruno. I
That I,
remember Bruno going mad at a lot of players. I remember. I think it was the lockdown period. I think Darius, correct me if I'm wrong. Maguire was here during the lockdown
is
period,
this
wasn't he?
Lindelof and
No,
Rashford?
no, 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 no. It was Maguire and Rashford.
It was Lindelof and Rashford.
No, 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 it was Maguire. Bro, I've seen the clip, I've
Okay.
seen the video, I've seen Maguire cussing Rashford, and I was like, wow, that's mad because Maguire actually is the only one who can give you that pass that you actually long for, that makes you a winger.
For me, like Ronald, on the agenda tonight, we had a bit of an argument where I'm of the opinion that all this should stay in the dressing room. Like on the pitch, in the heat of the moment, I think it's okay to kind of call someone out. I didn't like what Anana did to Maguire in pre-season. Like when he signed and he's do you remember he had a big go
Oh
at
yeah,
him?
yeah, the
Yeah.
first
I,
game in itself,
I
I
thought
believe.
that was performative. Like he's doing it to sort of like get people on his side. But with goalkeepers, they're always performative. Peter
I
Schmeichel was
think it was
performative.
I think it was assumptuous as well because you've come into a new club and you've kind of
Yeah,
assumed what kind of a player Maguire is, hearing what people talk about him on social media, and then
I agree.
obviously that is where I felt it kind of stemmed from. But I
Yeah,
have also kind of noticed that it is important and it is part of the game. Roy Keane did that for how
no, he
many
didn't.
years? He
I'll tell you
did.
the
He
difference. I'll tell you the
absolutely did.
difference, right?
But I'll
Uh,
tell you another instance, Darius, from recent times, and I'm sure you remember it very vividly. It was the French goalkeeper who was there before Vicario, who had a go at Son during halftime
oh,
on the pitch.
Lloris. Well,
Lloris, like
this is
they were
kind
ready
of
to
the
throw
point I'm
hands.
getting to. Like, I believe, right, that you can be excused for doing silly things on the pitch during a game, right? So, Anana shouting at Maguire, I agree with you. It's performative. It's like he's in he's playing to the crowd. Like, Licha Martinez does this a lot. Delo is the worst for it with his addiction to high fives and things like that. He is
Oh yeah,
Vegeta.
yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah,
addicted to
yeah,
high
yeah.
fives.
No, but
Oh,
I would actually agree with you where it should just be on the pitch. It should be, bro, we need to talk, and then you have that same talk with the same energy in your dressing room, not on the
That's the
pitch.
thing, right? So when the
Yeah.
whistle goes, like you should be able to understand playing for Manchester United, there are millions of people watching. There is like a Yeti living on Mount Everest, like that is watching you. You're at Manchester United. So I hated what Rasmus Højlund did to Ahmad, where he gave him a bollocking in front of the cameras. And that, after the game, has to be in the dressing room. It's like the dressing room has got to be this sacred place where nothing leaves, nothing comes in, and that is where you do all your dirty business. And I'm really like when I was playing out in Chile, my manager used to do something which I thought was really cool, which is when we got a new defender in, he would give in training like once a week we'd play, basically like large size games. We'd play 9 versus 9, 11 versus 11, whatever. And in these games, he would give every decision against the new centre back. Like if he made a tackle, he'd give it as a foul. If it was offside, he'd say it was onside. And the idea was to kind of train them how to deal with their emotions. Do you know what I mean? So that when a decision goes against you, you're not reacting out of order. And Rasmus demonstrated to me that he is too immature in how he plays because he's bollocking Ahmad because he wanted a hat trick, which is fine. He's got to not run into a player when he's doing a transition because he was as culpable as all of those idiots on the transitions. Bring him back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, please. But when it's in a game and Keno has a go at Gary Neville or whatever, that's fine. But can you remember a time after a game where a Manchester United player from a successful team has ever given someone such a demonstrable bollocking
See,
on
that's
the
the
pitch?
thing. That the key word is successful, right? Because did we win yesterday? Yes, we did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what you also said was a key word to kind of notify and understand is maturity, which comes with experience, which comes with the character building, is what I call it. It happens when you've been in a club for like a top club for a longer period of time. Would, for example, just think of it this way, right?
Mhm.
Replace Hoyland with someone like Saka. Would he have done that to Amad Diallo? No. But I also see a flip side
Why
to it
though?
that
What,
the reason
why?
being is
Is that
because
because
they
of the
have been
fans
no,
or the
because they have been
ability?
at the top because of the fact that they've been at the top club and they understand that these
Okay.
things are going to be highlighted and they're going to be talked about more. I mean, imagine if Mohamed Salah and Mane or Mohamed Salah and
They hated
Gakpo
each other.
or no, or all of these guys
Saleh
were
and Mana
actually
hated each other.
no, they did. What I'm trying to get to is Mane was a bad example, but Mohamed Salah and who else
Darwin
I could say?
Nunez.
Yeah, yeah, that's the player I was actually getting to, but I'm trying to think. Jota, Mohamed Salah, and all of these Hakpo guys, if they did that to someone like Nunez, because does Nunez miss a lot of goals? Oh, he
Yeah.
absolutely does. So if they started reacting like this to him, that and on pitch, that would absolutely demolish the guy within himself.
I mean, like, I think Ruud van Nistelrooy, apart from his antics in the final, got sold largely because of the abuse that he gave Ronnie in training. Might have been a bit unmerited, but for those of you who don't know, Ronaldo's father died, and we had Carlos Queiroz at the club, and Ruud van Nistelrooy kept saying to Ronaldo, "Go and cry to your daddy, Carlos Queiroz," and that kind of hastened his departure before he didn't play in an FA Cup final and was really demonstrably upset on the bench. But the thing is, you didn't see that on the pitch, and for me, I don't know about you, Ronald, but even to a degree with a player like Rashford, like Rashford came in as a young boy, and there were players like Mata, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, top pros, and for me, I remember I used to play in a league in Chile
Which player
where
did you say? I'm sorry, which player?
Zlatan,
Oh, Zlatan. What about him?
well, he was a top professional.
Oh yeah.
Like a senior player. So when you when I was 19, I went to a youth development league in Chile. So it's the fourth division of Chilean football, and you couldn't be older than 24. So used to have players who were like 29 who were coaches, and they kind of showed you how to live, how to train, all this kind of stuff, and you used to look at them as role models.
Okay.
I think that a problem with Manchester United, going all the way back to, do you remember that story about how Matic tried to instigate fines and no one listened to him?
Yeah.
I think that when you look at Maguire and Bruno Fernandes, I think that they have been terrible leaders off the pitch, regardless of on the pitch, off the pitch, because we've
I
had.
think I would argue. I think Bruno has absolutely been top class off the pitch in making sure everyone from like the youths. I have seen him giving confidence to every player that he can.
Okay, so we've got a leaker in the team.
Yeah, and I know who it is. Go on.
Can you put it in private chat who it is? I don't know who it is.
I can't. Just
Okay,
can't.
fair enough. But the standards have dropped massively, because, in my opinion, because of the culture that is in the dressing room. And Rashford, for example, was brilliant. He was absolutely brilliant as a novice player and then as a young player. But now he is the highest paid player at the club, more or less. He's meant to be a senior player, and he's absolutely wilted under the pressure. Like Ange called out Timo Werner last night for like letting 19-year-olds like embarrass him, and Garnacho, Yoro, and Mainu have kind of embarrassed Rashford, in my opinion, with their performances, their courage, and all this kind of stuff. And I think that one thing that United are missing, this is evidenced by what Hoyland did to Ahmad on the pitch, is I don't think there's enough role models and people that live like proper footballers. And if you look at the best period that United have had in the last 10 years for playing football, not winning trophies, but playing football, was during COVID, where the players had absolutely no opportunity to mess about off the pitch. Like, all they could do was go and train and go back home. And we saw the best of them. And I think that we need a kind of cultural reset as well as a sort of system reset. And I don't know what you think, Vegeta, but when you look at our senior players like Maguire, Rashford, Shaw, like even sort of like Casemiro and stuff, I don't think that there's enough living like a footballer and showing people the way that, say, Eric Cantona or Brian Robson did for our players. And I think we're missing in it so much. Like, I don't know if Johnny Evans and Tom Heaton are enough as proper leaders and characters.
See, the thing is, I'm so sorry, Abhijit. I'm just going to say this and I'm going to drop off this. But when I hear what you're saying, Darius, the thing is that when we talk about off the pitch and examples and everything, right? Now, these players are the same players who actually played under a living legend in himself, Ronaldo, the whole lot of them. And if they couldn't learn anything during the time when he was here, I don't think there is any scope of them ever learning. That's my biggest concern when it comes to
do you think
that.
do you think they're unhelpable?
You
think do you think that like they, because Ronaldo was there, right, and there's no doubt that man is Messi was born with ability. Ronaldo made himself through pure determination and hard work.
That guy lives and breathes football, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so for me, the way I look at it, shout out to you, Ronald, and we'll probably just wrap up in a few minutes. But the way I look at it is twofold, right? I think the club has allowed a certain culture by doing certain things. For instance, the idea of when Ralph was saying we need to get players who are hungry, who are on the first or second contract. When you give young players big contracts when they've done nothing, they're not going to listen to Ronaldo. Personally, I just think that's a systemic issue that we've had at the club where they themselves haven't managed the footballing structures correctly to begin with, right? So we've given these kids a bigger head than they deserve. Number one. Number two is the part of the leadership that the older guys aren't exactly modeling anything for these guys to follow, in my opinion. So I think it's twofold. I think you've created kids who they've made it in their heads with the way we've set up the structures at Man United.
But Vegeta, here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, but the thing is that when you talk about the big players, they're either going to be someone like Casemiro, right? De Ligt, Bruno, definitely not Rashford, because who does Rashford look up to now? No one. And
but
when
he
looks up, when he is a senior player, but the hunger is not there anymore. I know
ironic
players
that,
who
isn't it?
I know players, but bro, Vegeta, be honest. Do you think Mohamed Salah has lost his appetite? No.
But that's what I'm saying.
And the reason, and the part reason of that is look at the contract situation. Mohamed Salah has given in, I think, close to like 7, 8 years.
I don't know about that. I think it's legacy for Salah.
It's not legacy, brother.
He could
You
be
might
he could be
say it
Liverpool's
is.
leading scorer ever.
I understand and I agree, but then the fact is, why is he there? If in the second season or the third season of him doing what he was doing, if they would have given him a big fat contract of 350K, would the hunger still be there? The man is still not on
I think so.
300K till
I
date.
think he's Ronaldo-like.
No, he's not. He's
He
nothing. He's
is.
not even a shadow of Ronaldo. No, he is not.
No, look, he's
In
not.
hindsight, it looks like it because he kept the hunger going.
Look
Because you
how
have
he
to
builds his
understand.
body. Look at his
And
Look at his selfishness for goals.
see,
Look at his
But guys,
desire to be a legend.
that's what I'm trying to say, Darius.
Okay,
The all of this is coming from the fact that he knew that money is never going to be there. Money at Liverpool is not going to be there. Money at Manchester United is there. Is there.
I see what
but
you
guess
mean.
what?
Realize
Can I ask
But that,
Vegeta a question?
yeah, go for it.
Vegeta, you said something, and I might be being unfair here, but
Mhm,
you said it's a systematic thing when you give a young player a big contract and you
mhm,
put Ronaldo there, you're
mhm.
not going to listen. I think that that's more like individual differences. Like that's about the person rather than the wage. Because
Not
I mean,
necessarily.
I'll just give you an example. We've all seen the video, or at least I think we have, of maybe he was 10, 11, or 12, Danny
Mhm,
Welbeck,
mhm,
listening to like Rude and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer about how to finish. And then, like, Danny Welbeck obviously like replaced Rooney in Fergie's last ever Champions League game.
mhm.
I think that rather than it being systematic, I think it's a cultural thing because when you look at Rashford psychologically, he's absolutely fascinating because he's obviously very shy, and yet at any opportunity he goes to America, decked out in jewelry with like millions of pounds on him, and and then you look at like Ravel Morrison, Pogba, Greenwood.
Rashford is not shy. It's just a
Do you
facade
not
that
think
has
he's
been created.
introverted?
No, it's just a facade that has been created by his PR team. The man goes out to a Knicks game wearing his mom's jewelry. Bro, do you think that guy is actually shy? No, he's not.
I
He's
do.
out there. Last season, he went to a club wearing decked up head to toe in a Louis Vuitton outfit, which was much costlier than the entire little club
Yeah,
that he was at.
but
He again, he's
Ronald, right?
I have no problem how a man spends his money, right?
Hang on,
Good
Ronald.
luck with
I just
it.
need to check something.
Go on.
Okay, so we have like something called the Big Five traits of personality, like
Okay.
openness to experience, conscientiousness, extravision, neuroticism, agreeableness,
Mhm,
extravision, etc.
mhm.
Okay, um,
Hmm.
with Rashford, well, actually, with Ollie, I was always really, really intrigued by Ollie's dream because it was Martial, Sancho, and Rashford. And I personally think, compared to footballers, not to normal people, but to footballers, that is the most introverted team you could possibly pick. They're shy, they're grumpy, they're sullen. Like I always thought that was really weird. And you're the first person that's told me that you think that Rashford is higher on being extroverted than he is on
See,
introverted.
I'll tell you the reason why I say
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
right? You haven't heard that reason. The reason is that, okay, when you talk about the team that you talked about, Sancho, that got scrapped because of Greenwood, because Greenwood came out of nowhere. He actually came out of nowhere. No one saw that coming. If someone tells me they saw
Yeah,
that coming, it's not true. But
Manchester
then,
Oh,
Randy Orton out
but
there.
I
then,
don't agree with that. Jose
which is
Mourinho
okay, which is
has
okay.
no,
But my
like
point,
that's not true,
but
Ronald.
my which is okay. Like I said, which is okay. If you don't see it, you don't see it. But my point on Rashford was about him not being in. You know what kind of an like he is just not. You might want to say it as a kind of an introvert. I don't know what might be the correct psychological term might be for it.
Okay.
But I have seen him around. someone like he's close to, someone like Lingard. The Rashford around Lingard is not an introvert.
Oh, he is.
No, not around
No, no,
Lingard,
no,
bro.
no,
Not
he is. Like, are
Ling.
you
The
talking
thing
about it's
is,
sunny Neymar?
no, no,
It's
no, no,
sunny
no,
in it,
not
Neymar.
just not just that, not just that,
When
but
have
just
you seen Rashford dancing?
Rashford dancing in a club.
No, like you've seen Lingard in the dressing room dancing, you've seen
Lingard is
Pogba
just an
dancing, you've seen
extra.
Eric Bailly
That's
dancing.
bro. That's the thing, Darius. You might be the most, extrovert person out there. Lingard's gonna make you feel shy because Lingard's just Lingard. Lingard's just extra extrovert. If there is a thing like that,
Yeah, but the thing
Lingard's like
is,
the
right,
life of the party.
Ronald, people,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly, life of the party. Lingard
Rashford is
brought
not that.
out that
Rashford is not
side.
that.
No, he brought that side out in Rashford for me. Like,
And that's why I said when they two together, you would see Rashford making jokes, smiling,
okay,
or
so
else
Lingard
Rashford's just
without
gonna
Rashford, is Rashford introverted or is he
yes,
extroverted? So do you
introverted.
see him doing similar things to Lingard on a theoretical scale, not an actual scale?
So you're saying what Lingard does to him?
Yeah. Like, so we agree that Lingard is
Uh,
extroverted because
I
he's
think
the
I
life of
think
the party.
Lingard's the I think Lingard's the friend that brings out a side of Rashford that is there, but Rashford doesn't feel comfortable. Like it needs to be driven out. It's there, it
Right. So
exists,
you are
but it needs
describing
to
an
be driven out.
introvert.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But
It
but
is a
but
type
but,
of an introvert that I
Go on,
can't put a
Vegeta.
name to. Yeah,
but guys,
I can't put
we
a
mustn't
name to it.
we mustn't confuse extroverted for influencing. Some people are extroverts, but they don't have the ability to influence other people. You get what I'm saying? So some
That's
people,
untrue.
it's not. Some people,
It's
you
not.
can
There
have
is
a
no correlation between introversion, extroversion, and influence. Some of the most introverted people are some of the most influential people in the
influential. That's my
world.
point. You're making my. What I'm trying to say is sometimes we mistaken Jay Links' influence for okay, then that's his character trait. Anyway, I just think we're going into very deep into all of this. My point with the original question, by the way, before we went on a side tangent.
Oh, I'm
The
sorry.
reason,
Yes, yes,
Vegeta,
please.
Vegeta, sorry, but I just want to drop this here, right, and leave this here. When I say Rashford, I'm talking about the bond. I think there has to be a personal bond for that man to open up in a certain way, because two people are the life of a party existed at the same time at our club. One was Jesse Lingard, the other one was Paul Pogba.
Hush.
Both
But,
players that were mentioned by
but
Rooney as being the downfall of the club.
I know. But Rashford was never how he was with Lingard as to Rashford with Pogba.
Yeah, it's Malacia maybe, but I agree with you.
Malacia actually, Malacia came out of nowhere. Man was riding in his car, everything. The two have a good bond, and I think the bond's flourishing. But yeah, Rashford, man's a different person. It's difficult to read
He's
the
just
guy.
like this is the thing is I find him weird because he has this behavior when he goes to America of being a star. You know, he signed to Rockefeller. He runs around with like really, really famous people. After the
Yeah, I
Villarreal
think
game.
some of it he does it. I think some of it, to be honest, Darius, I think some of what he does is kind of forced down by the PR as well. If you
Oh,
remember the
yeah.
infamous interview he did with,
What, two
was it
buses?
LeBron James? I think LeBron James and other people were on the panel when he was sitting in a chair. Man looked uncomfortable in
Oh,
that chair.
it's the podcast that LeBron
Yeah, the
does. Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
he did. The man looked
yeah.
uncomfortable in the chair in itself. But if you leave him with his mandem, the close ones that he has, right? I think he's a very I wouldn't say humble, but he's a humble, chill guy to just be around. Like you can have jokes with him, he will
I
have
don't
jokes
know
with you.
about. I mean, I've heard like a very,
But
very
for the
long time
brand,
ago.
but for
I
the
used to
brand,
live in
like
Manchester.
Connie said, I'm sorry?
Sorry. Well, I was going to say, like a long time ago, I used to live in Manchester, and my cousin still lives there. And it's not just from him, like Andy Tate, not Andrew Tate, Andy Tate, because he's the original Vegeta. Like Andy Tate has told us on several occasions that Rashford is very, very well known for being around town and stuff like that. And I've got no what a player does in their personal life. I mean, I could tell you some stories about things that I used to do. They were outrageous, like um, I don't have issues with that. I mean, like, I've seen like Fabian Barthez having a cigar in a club at 3 a.m. I've seen Nick Anelka like grinding on like four
Well,
girls.
bro,
But
that's the thing, Darius. All of these I'm sure you've seen Gary Neville and Roy Keane talk about this all the time, that they used to go for a pint after the game. It's just the social media didn't
yeah,
exist
but
like the way it does
this is the
now.
difference, right? Is that I think Rashford is built for social media because I think he has all the wrong people around him. He's often seen like not necessarily buying, and I'm never tell a man what he should spend his paycheck on, but he's often seen around Altrincham and parts of Cheshire, like looking at jewelry and stuff. And he's not a flash guy from what we see. He is someone who needs an arm around the shoulder. He needs to be told he's loved and stuff like that. And I've got nothing against people like that. Like
I
it's
differ.
different. It's different to other
I think
people.
socially he's in a weird place that
Yeah,
w- you might be right that he's an introvert, but then again, because of his
but
PR, the man has
no,
to do a
Ronald.
certain
This
amount
is
of
the
things
point,
and
right?
certain things.
He got hammered in a student nightclub in Belfast, right? Doing his thinking celebration and stuff like that. That is he's so strange to me because in one part he's introverted and in another part he's extroverted to a massive degree.
But that's what I'm
Like,
saying. When you're around Mandem, there's a different side to him. That's what I'm saying. Because in the Belfast incident, he had his Mandem around with him. He wasn't alone, right?
yeah, but
He wasn't
he was
alone.
going to see someone from the youth team. Can you imagine what a night out with Scott McTominay would be like? It would be like do a bit of Sudoku, do some press ups,
No,
and
I
be in
don't think
bed
so.
at 10
Nah,
o'clock.
nah, nah, nah. I mean, I
I don't
hear
know.
it, but I also have seen, like, I know, like, Scotty is a very classy guy. There was a reason why
Yeah,
He's a
I love
McTominay
him so
actually
much.
was actually chilling. Vegeta, I don't know if you've seen this or not. McTominay went on a vacation with Carrick, if you don't know.
Yeah, he did. He likes older men, McTominay. He loves like Tom
Pause
Heaton.
on that. But but he McTominay has looked at the class because he knows, bro. He is just like Ronaldo, not Ronaldo, but he's just like
He's got that
Rashford.
work
He's at the
ethic.
club. Yeah, and he's been at the club, so he knows who to hang out around, right?
Why
He's
doesn't
obviously, I think
Rashford
he's
though?
Rashford does not because again, like I said, he was confused in the social circle because when the Rashford that broke onto the scene, right? I remember the Rashford that broke onto the scene
Yeah,
was the Rashford who
Midtjylland.
was around different kind of people. But then
So are you
obviously when
saying
you
right?
give,
Hang on,
when you
Ronald.
give, no, hold on. Let me
Okay,
land this
sure, sure,
point
sure,
now.
sure.
Right. I have seen people change with money to a
Oh,
different person altogether.
okay. I know where you're going.
Because
Let's land
I've
there.
seen them from humble beginnings, humble
Yeah.
guy, everything's cool, black t-shirt, black trousers, I'm a chill guy. And then money hits, boom. They don't know what to do. Now they want to spend, but they don't know how to spend, where to spend, what to do.
All
But
right.
now imagine
I think we're in
taking that
agreement.
model and giving it to a teenager. That's the
Yeah,
problem I have
Vegeta,
with
this is what I
United.
want. This is could we go back to that thing you said about
Yes,
I
yeah,
have to
do you
drop though,
remember it? It
but
was giving
it's up to you
yeah,
everyone
both.
I do remember. So my point was maybe I'm not articulating it the best, but as a normal person looking from the outside, right?
oh shout out to
And,
Ronald.
and yeah, shout out to you, Ronald. I'm just taking in what I'm seeing on the pitch. I don't really follow their lives because I don't care, and I'm taking in what people who manage them say. So for instance, your Louis Van Gaal's comment, your Ralph Ragnick's comment about the club and the issues that they've identified that is impacting our ability to be at the top again. And I'm saying that United is rewarding people who haven't done anything yet too soon. And you're
You have
finding people
examples.
um I mean, most of our teenagers are on wages that are higher than most of the people in the Premier League in other teams. That's ridiculous.
All right,
It's,
but three of our teenagers are on the Golden Ball list, which is used to evaluate how valuable they are. Kobe, Yoro, and Garnacho. Yoro is a signing we made for 40 million.
yes.
You'd expect him to be on a bit of money, but how much is like, I don't know, Ethan Wheatley or maybe Darren Fletcher is the,
Um,
sorry, not Darren, Jack Fletcher is the best example.
uh,
Although he had a dad who played for Fergie.
but you know what? Those guys are a little bit different in the sense that those guys are
Yeah.
under 21 players more so than first team. I'm looking at players like your Ganachos and your Kobe Mainos. If you're saying to
Okay.
them, we're giving you this much because we believe your body of work at United right now is worth this much money. What for me personally, maybe I'm wrong. What incentivizes them to then say more? You get what I'm saying?
All right.
Because if
Yeah.
irrespective of how I'm going to play or don't play, I'm getting rewarded this way. And to make matters worse, we're also rewarding people who we can physically see are not even playing, like with new contracts over the years. I'm not talking about the Ineos guys. I'm talking about even before Ineos. We saw people who don't deserve contracts getting contracts because of we're trying to preserve value or whatever other
Yeah,
instance that we're looking for.
that's accountancy. I completely agree with you. But
So
with the
people are seeing this
specific,
and
hang
thinking,
on, hang on. With the specific examples that you've given, which Kobe and Garnacho we had to get out of Atletico Madrid, and we had to do it during COVID. So Garnacho moved to a country where he wasn't able to meet a single person outside of training because of the COVID restrictions. We had to pay for his family to move, and I think you'd agree that that is a cost that is probably worth paying.
yes or
Do
no, but
you know
like
what
for
I
me,
mean?
I get you. You know what? Sometimes we do. I think sometimes because we attach football to it, if in normal work, I got rewarded with money too soon before I've maximized my capability as a professional. I don't know how many young people are going to say, "Well, I want to become this, or to move to graduate above my current station," because I'm already making the money that it took other people longer than what I'm doing to make, and I haven't really done anything. So I'm just trying to say the psychology behind it. You can't give people who've had nothing this much money this quickly and still expect there to be room
Okay,
for
do you know
hunger.
how
That's
you
all I'm
do it?
saying.
The way you
So
do
go
it,
ahead.
this is out of Fergie. Also, shout out to Canny. I see him in chat. He was going to come on our show earlier, but it's Canny, isn't it? The way you do it, right, is when
Yeah.
Fergie had loads of young men with loads of money. Some of them were doing stuff with their brothers' wives that were outrageous. The way he did it
Yeah.
is he talked about their grandfathers. He asked them, what was your grandfather's job? So David Beckham's grandfather was like, I don't know, a lamplighter or something. I don't know. But Anderson's granddad was down the mines, for example. And he got them to believe in a collective, right? That it was almost like kind of communism or something like that. He also wanted them to marry early, which Garnacho, for example, has done. With Kobe Mainu, I don't know how familiar you are with Love Island, Vegeta.
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Kobe Mainu's brother went on Love Island season 4. So Kobe Mainu he understands what sudden fame is like, and the difference between him and Hoyland, for example, is absolutely incredible. Hoyland cries when he scores a goal. Kobe, like in the FA Cup final, scores the winner and he's running around. But for me, the money part with footballers is normally about respect. Like, it's how much you value me. And the other stuff that you're talking about, like motivation, the desire to get better, that should come from the culture. Because if you have, like, Oprah Winfrey, yeah?
Mhm.
Oprah Winfrey once said something which I carry to this day, which is she said, if you are fat and you want to lose weight, the first thing you need to do is you need to change your friends, because they kind of want you to be fat. Like, that's how they see you. That's how they perceive you. And for me, I think that in our dressing room, there is, like, with things like the United Stand and stuff like that. I love Steph. I love you so much. Do you know what, Steph? On this channel, they think I love Maguire more than I love McTominay. But with like things like the United Stand, where players like Rasmus Højlund follow Mark Goldbridge and stuff like that, I've got nothing against like these kind of people. I think that they are too interested in the opinions of people outside the club rather than their teammates. And to get United back, the first thing that I would do is I'd sign someone like Danny Welbeck, who is a player that can perform at Premier League standard, but also lives like a footballer. Like, I mean, like Johnny Evans. I love Johnny Evans, but Johnny Evans stole a taxi 4 years ago with Danny Drinkwater, another Manchester United player. Do you not know that story?
Like I said, I outside of what I see between 90 minutes, I don't get involved in that stuff. I don't know.
West Bromwich Albion went to Spain, and they got they ordered a taxi, and they pretended to get out of the car to go to a cash point, and the taxi driver got out, and Johnny Evans got in the front seat, and they stole the taxi, and drove around for a bit, and then gave it back. And that's obviously very funny, and it's it's lads being lads. But we used to have a club called Royal Antwerp in Belgium, and we used to send people like Johnny Evans, Darren Gibson, like we send all these players out there to kind of like get all the stupidness out of them. And then they would come into the changing room as more mature players. And, like people like Roy Keane, Gary Neville, another great captain, would sort them out. And this is my issue, is that I think there isn't enough discipline in the dressing room about how to live, because you get annoyed with them on the pitch, but you get annoyed with them on the pitch because, like, are you more annoyed by Onana or Rashford this season?
Rashford.
Why?
Just feels like he's not there. Like he's there physically, but he couldn't give a crap. He's
not putting the work in, is he?
He's just fulfilling a quota.
And that is the fault of the senior players, because they're not getting him in training and making him work. And that is the problem I have with the football club. So when you talk about young players coming in and not being motivated by Ronaldo, I think they all come in and they look at what Ronaldo eats and what he does, and they're like, this is amazing. And then there's no pressure from the rest of the squad about, don't have a chocolate pudding, like don't do this, don't do that. I think that they're all performative, and they're all pretending to be. They want the best without doing the worst.
That's why I call them football influencers. I can't take them seriously as football players because they don't do a lot of football playing. But let me introduce Professor into this conversation. Prof, thank you for gracing us on the channel. Big up to you, bro.
Big up. It's about goddamn time. Listen, it's simple. What they do in their personal life, I don't care. What happened on the pitch? Show me something. Show me something. Because again, all this physiological, what they do behind the scene, I do not care for that. So when it's time for game time, show me something. And there are certain key players, there are certain people's favorites. They ain't doing nothing, and they're maxing behind the GA. Like I talked to somebody earlier in the space 4 days ago. Yeah, that was the Nottingham Forest. Yes, before the Nottingham Forest game. And this man with a straight face was arguing with me that Garnacho is better than Kvaratskhelia because Garnacho has more GA. I said, stop talking about football. Don't let people hear what you're talking about. You're comparing Kvaratskhelia to Garnacho because of GA. These are the issue. These are the issue. When I see a player like Bruno Fernandez, hold on, where's this tweet up? Because again, I tweet out what I say, and people fight me for it. I listen. I fight back. Let me bring out this beautiful tweet that I put out a couple. I think it was like yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah, it was yesterday. My tweet was that Bruno Fernandez is the enemy of Ten Hag progress. Like, as in, that's I was saying the other players that are better than him in that position, and the players that I mentioned are West, Musiala, Bellingham, Rangers. Who else? What other players fit
So,
that?
Professor, have you come on to have an argument with someone who isn't here?
No, I'm not coming here to have an argument. I'm just stating the facts.
No.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the football that some players are the enemy of Ten Hag progress.
So, sorry, you're saying that Bruno was the enemy of Ten Hag because
No. I mean Bruno's the enemy of Army progress. Bruno Fernandez,
Okay.
Nacho, Dalo, De Ligt, who else?
why is that though? Like, what are they doing that makes them the enemy?
They don't know what to do with the ball. They don't know what to do with the ball. That's the simplest thing. They don't know what to do with the ball. They're not good.
Do you know what? This is completely unrelated.
Who else is in there? Rasmus Højlund. These players are not good with the ball. They give you one GA, you go on SofaScore, you start tweeting out stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm ignoring that.
You've got the 5 stages of grief.
I'm not ignoring it because again, these players are the enemy of Army and Progress.
All right. First of all, you got the 5 stages of grief as your profile picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
that comes from.
That's from Ten Hag era. That's for Botswana Papi and stuff like that. No, back time. Do not go there. I put this up for a reason. This is here for certain people in the chat. They know who they are. So we're not going to
maybe. But do you know that is about terminally ill people?
No,
it is. It's not about the 5 stages of grief. It's about the 5 stages of understanding you're going to die.
The stage of grief of Ten Hag dying and people not understanding what's going on.
My question is, who are the terminal players at Manchester United?
I've said them. Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, De Ligt,
put them in order.
No, not Xerxes. I'm putting them in order right now. Bruno Fernandes, number 1. Marcus Rashford, number 2. Dalo, number 3. De Ligt, number 4. There's one more player in there that I'm forgetting.
Onana?
Yeah, so Nana is definitely there, but there's another key player I'm missing.
Kobe?
No, not Kobe.
Casemiro? Eriksen?
Not Casemiro. Did I say Højlund?
No,
you didn't.
That is the one. That is the one.
All right, let me ask you this, Professor. Højlund scored a goal against Victoria Pleasant, where he outmuscled his man, took a touch, let's say he meant it, and then he volleyed it into the bottom right-hand corner, yeah?
Yes.
Do you think that Højlund, demonstrating how expertly, and it was expertly, how he held that player off, created separation and got the finish in, do you think that Højlund might be being used incorrectly? Or do you just think that the fact that he can't do hold up play and things?
Højlund doesn't fit the system. He cannot control the ball. He has no feet. He has 2 left foot.
Okay, that would beg the question, what is the system?
The system is simple. The 2 10s and the 2 8, the 2 6s, we need a ball carrier. We have no ball carrier. That's
why do you need someone to carry the ball?
Of course we need someone to carry the ball. That's how
why?
To bring it up to the midfield, to bring it up to the attack. That's why.
Under what situation?
On our situation, when we're building up from the back, I needed center midfielder, one of the 2 6s, to get the ball and drive it up. It's the same thing he does at Sporting Lisbon. He had Højlund then, he had Morita, he had the other one, B out of Brajaka.
Yeah, but I'm slightly confused about when you say we need a ball carrier to carry it up in.
That's not the thing. We need a ball carrier. We need a number 10 because again, this system does not rely on long balling. The only person that's supposed to be long balling is one of the 6s, probably one of the center back, and probably one of the wing backs that could switch play. That's about it. So Bruno Fernandez, you have no place here because your long ball is useless. We do not need your long ball here. That man's an enemy of progress. And you got let's say you gotta make love to the ball, and this man doesn't know how to make love to the
Oh,
ball.
hey.
I'm very sorry, but
That's Paul said, Vegeta. He gotta make love to the ball. He doesn't know how to make love to the
Hey,
ball.
yo.
You cannot drive the ball. You got because again, this is a problem. Like people are on this Bruno Fernandez hype train. Like, oh, he's so magnificent. He's so he is not good. He is not good. He give you one GA and you forget about it.
why isn't he good? Sorry, you came on this show.
He cannot. He can't. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Hang on,
He's not.
hang on.
Guys, you have to let each other talk. Come on.
You came on this show, first of all, starting off shouting about how someone had said GA is more important than something else, and now you're dissing Bruno with the GA. But I want to go back to ball carrying because I want you to tell me why you think a number 6 should carry the ball and when they should carry the ball, because it's not something I ever want from a number 6 to
Okay,
carry the ball.
let me explain to you. When you look at our midfield pivot that played the last game of Casemiro and Bruno, who could carry the ball of both of them? Nobody. But what can Casemiro do? Defend very well. The other person is supposed to carry the ball, but the only person that could kind of do that is in the youth team, and I'm not going to talk about that either right now.
Yeah, but why do you carry?
We need a ball. You need a ball carrier to link from midfield to attack. This whole year we've been long balling.
Sorry, you need a ball carrier to link from midfield to attack.
Yes. We need a ball carrier because again,
explain that to me.
Explain that to you. We are building from the back with the 3-5-2. We have Leacher trying to find who to link up to. If Leacher passes Xerxes, this is the usual. This is how things are supposed to be working. Because at the game, Bruno and wait, hold up. Let me explain. In Manchester United, the best striker that worked for this is Xerxes. Leacher finds the pass to Xerxes. Xerxes laid the ball off to either Bruno or Casemiro. They boom drive the ball up. This is where they're supposed to drive the ball. We are building up in the back. They're pressing us in like a low block, mid block. If they're pressing us in the mid block, just drive the center back to drive the ball. If they're pressing us high, boom, that's when you have the number 6 to carry the ball into that opponent half.
Right. It's not about third man combinations. I'm asking you, why a player should carry the ball.
I just told you why a player should carry a ball.
No, you described to me a third man combination, and you didn't say between the lines, which is exactly what you do when Xerxes combines. When you're talking about Martinez to Xerxes to the number 6, you're talking about a third man combination.
It's not a third man run. It's just like 1-2, and the number 6 carry the ball. Are you want to
right? Okay, fine. Let's look at that.
You want to put it a different way of the opponent sits in a low block, right? We have our wing back occupying their fullback. You have a striker occupying both their. We have our striker occupying.
Yeah, we have 5 across the line.
Five across. This is where you have your ball carrier and number 6, aka maybe but let me just go light and say Barella. You take player like Barella, boom, you drive the ball. The ball. Then you do a little combinations. Boom, you score a goal and get a shot on target. It's not hard, but you're trying to make it as difficult as it could be. And it's like...
Okay, so I think what you're talking about is the +1 against the low back, very, very prominently John Stones in his early days, Gerard Piqué, probably the best one. But you still haven't told me when is the optimum situation to carry the ball.
I'm going to tell you when it happened in game. I was going to tell you why.
Okay, right. So what is the point of carrying the ball?
Because again, when we play a team like, let me see, when we play against some City, I do not expect us to get a ball carry. This is the ball where long ball comes to play. But if you play a team like, like Spurs, there we go. I need a ball carrier there. You play a team like Nottingham Forest, I need a ball carrier there. I need Southampton, I need a ball carrier there.
If I were to tell you that a ball carrier is needed in transition, would you disagree with me?
I would not disagree with you.
If I were to tell you that the best time to carry the ball is when you have equal or a +1 in attack, would you disagree with me?
I would not disagree with you.
If I were to tell you that like a team is set up in attack to be wide and a defensive team is set up to be narrow. Would you disagree with me?
Nah, that's how
If
teams up.
if I were to say that it is better to have a passer in a central location that can switch play to move the block over a ball carrier, would you disagree with me?
Yes,
Why?
because you could have somebody that pass the ball, and we also need somebody that could carry the ball. For a perfect player that does that is Pedri, Casado for what's his team called? Barcelona. They
Chelsea.
do that well. They do that well.
Okay,
I,
so
I need a ball. I need a baller there. Like let me just go put out team from the Champions League that have that. Angel Gomez before he got injured was doing that. Like the players are there. You just gotta go out there and scout them because again, Bruno Fernandes is a waste of time. McAllister does that. Gravenberch does that. Partey does that. Palacios and Granit Xhaka does that. Who else in Inter Milan?
you think
Barella.
Partey carries the ball? Okay,
Yeah, of course Partey carries the ball.
okay,
Barella
let me put this
Mkhitaryan
on.
does that. What is other guy?
Hang on, you're just naming players.
Like
Right,
I'm naming players that does the thing that you're the thing that you're.
yeah, but I massively disagree with you.
You
Because,
I think
can disagree with me all you want, but what I'm saying
Yeah.
is facts because I need a ball
okay,
carrier. We ain't got no.
it's
okay.
ball.
not. It's not facts. It's an
Okay,
opinion.
guys.
Well, you
Okay,
could,
guys.
all right,
Okay, hold, okay.
agree to disagree.
Hold
That's
on,
fine.
guys. Yes, let's do that. We had an impasse because if we keep going down this road, we're gonna start a whole new podcast, guys. And we've been going for nearly 3 hours now. So I'm just gonna give you guys each a moment to have closing statements, opinions, and then we can close the show. So
Okay,
go ahead.
I'll start. I love Professor Omslow. I think it's great. On this issue, I think he's wrong, but I think it's really fun to talk to people that have different opinions, and I've always got all the time in the world, Professor Omslow. I'd like to shout out everyone who's been watching and putting up with my nonsense. I'll give Vegeta a shout out on my unnamed channel this Sunday, and I hope that we have a wonderful weekend watching us bull carry the ball past Manchester City. I can't wait.
Jeez. Thank you very much, Bob Time. Shout out to Bob Time people. If we ever find out about that channel, follow him, support him, like
They
and
know the
subscribe.
channel.
Okay, thank you. Because I actually enjoy listening to you guys. Personally, if I could, I would create a whole show on my own channel just for this. Just
Come
for
on
this.
Sunday, Vegeta. Like, are you on Twitter or X or whatever it's called?
Yes. I'm on X.
Pass it to you, and we'll get you as a guest on.
I'll do that. I'm gonna speak to bots. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Prof. Are you also gonna agree to disagree with Bob Time? What's your final words?
It's agree to disagree, and as simple as that. There's nothing else to say. It's just a simple thing. Is like when you watch American football, you see a system, and you see some players that do not fit into the system. Oh, one of those players I didn't mention was Ganacho as well. Put him on the list as well. There are certain players that do not fit the system, and it's okay. Like listen, American's gonna rotate over and over. This is a preseason, and you could get upset all you want. Your players are not good. Don't tell. And again, you watch the game. Don't tell me what you saw at SofaScore. Don't tell me what you saw at SofaScore. Don't tell me like, oh, the 8.9 post a screenshot. I saw the same game as you doing. And this is the beautiful thing of me. I watch different teams. So when you tell me Bruno Fernandes is the best player, I'm like, sir, I'm looking at Michael Olise, he's balling. I'm looking at Musiala, he's balling. So there's no way you can tell me what we have is the best. What we have is mid at best. So until we get rid of these mids players and bring us a proper baller, we're gonna be here for a long time and let the pain continues.
Yeah. You know what, people? I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope it's been happy Friday because this is called the Friday Happy Hour. Hopefully, you guys will have bots back to next week. And yeah, the game against City. Yeah, I've got no words for that, guys. It's been a halftime on the Football Power Hour channel, guys. Peace out.
Football